Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, wherever you're tuning in from around the world for this awesome production. This is the PlayStation Tournaments Fight Nights for Tekken 7 in North America. We've just had one hell of a blast with the EU edition, with the invitational top 8 going to K-Top, and now we're back for more action for you guys from North America. Man, we've got a sick top 8 lined up for you guys. But first of all, my name is Ryan Hart, and I'm joined by Rip. How are you today, sir?
I am feeling good right now. As you just mentioned, we had a sick round of Tekken action with the EU region. Xeon brought that Armor King, but unfortunately couldn't top K-Top. K-Top coming out on top there with the Zafina. Also had a Julia that was very fun to see him take out Eddie with. So that was a really good tournament. And of course, you know, we have more exciting action. And we've had exciting action throughout the entire year out here. PlayStation Tournaments Fight Nights. We actually have some replays to show you guys from a tournament earlier this year, where I believe Divine Exorcist was in the grand finals as well, going up against Undefeatable King, right? And both these guys going to be with us here today.
Indeed. We might even get this run back in the semis if they both win their first round matches. And if it happens, it's going to be a sick run back, because these two put on a show for us in this grand finals. Look at this. Breaks War here from Howard Estate. Takes all the way over to the other one. Get another
Give me this one too.
Starburst. Yeah, and it was just a really high tense match. You know, you can see how much they both wanted to win, and they gave it everything. You know, it was 4-3 into the mid. And man, look at this back and forth. This is when, Divine X was up 2-0. Trying to reset the bracket, you know, you want to get that reset.
Coming from the loser side, yeah.
Super long
Look
finals.
at the step hop kick there, Divine Exorcist, nice.
And you can see he won the losers 3 straight as well. He had a 5 streak there. So, you know, you can see how much effort he put in. And this is after the reset, right? First round in the reset, close, all the way down, gets the flow, and Undefeatable King, showing why he's got that name. First round there.
Bro.
Oh, it's going to be it. And you can just look at, just even from the replays, you can see it's a real seesaw matchup, back and forth all the way, jostling for momentum all the time. Downstairs we go once more. The balcony break. And this guy's fresh out of the hot tub, right?
Right? Yeah, fresh out the sauna, etc. Yeah, look at this guy.
Fresh out the onsen, the hot spring. And all right, so there you see the bracket that we've got lined up for you today. Moi Kusanagi, back from all of these guys have been here before, right? You know, we've seen all of these before.
Yep. Divine
Exorcist, who's won a few Fight Nights previously. Undefeatable King, who we just saw. Lo-Fi King, and then of course ELN with that awesome Raven, and sometimes Kunimitsu. And then Geese Joe Star. That's going to be our third match in the upper bracket. And then our fourth and final is going to be Joe Crush, who's a top contender here, performing phenomenally well, apparently, going up against Zen Alpaca, who's going to be representing as well. So,
right from Arizona, I believe.
From Arizona, okay. So yeah, these guys are going to be going head-to-head for this prize pool. Money on the line all the way for the top 4. First prize is $200, second $100, third $50, and fourth a nice chunk of change in that 25. So everyone gets something in that top 4 region. Yeah, all to play for here today in top 8.
Awesome, guys. And of course, if you guys want to be a part of how do these players get here, first of all, they've been taking part in all these tournaments. They've been placing very well. But if you guys want to do the same, sign up and get involved. Compete.playstation.com. That's going to be the website you want to go to. There are tournaments regularly. Of course, Tekken 7 on the list there, but other games as well, right? We know there's some Apex Legends, etc. So make sure you guys go and check. Look, Ryan's in shock. He can't believe it. There's so amazing games, and they're free to enter, Ryan.
Wow,
it's unbelievable.
You win real money.
You win money for free. All you gotta do is beat people. There's no better place to get some tournament experience in there.
I have to win? Oh, forget this.
You might be having top 4 too, you know?
I mean, let's think about it. You know, you get tons of tournament experience, even if you don't do as well as you want to the first time. Maybe you win the second one or the third one, and so on. And there's crazy games on here. It doesn't even matter if Tekken's not, you know, your cup of tea, so to speak. I mean, it is mine. But, you know, there's so many games here. There's something for everyone here at compete.playstation.com. I mean, I don't know how I just memorized that link. But yeah, definitely head on over and check it out. It's looking really, really cool. And they're free to play. Who doesn't like freebies? I know I do.
Free to enter. Wow, that was a great promo, Ryan. I think you're in there. You're hired for the next one. Oh my gosh. But yeah, guys, we got a lot of matches, a lot of contenders here. And as I mentioned, this is an invitational format this time around, right? So we're going to have best of three throughout until we get to the top three match, right? So when we get to the winners final, the losers final, the grand finals, that's when we're finally going to get down to the best of five format. So something that most people are probably familiar with if they've been watching a bunch of Tekken action.
See, something that came up in the EU edition, right? We were talking about it. We have had a balance patch. Okay, something we need to pay attention to. We have had an update. There's some system changes. There are tons of character changes. Some guys got nerfed. You know, some guys are arguably more or less still the same. I wonder what we're going to see here today, because obviously a few of the characters that did have some heavy changes are some favorites here in this particular tournament as well. So, I don't know. Do you think we're going to see any differences in playstyle?
I think we're going to see some new tactics. I think that's what we're going to see. You know, the characters and the favorites of the tournament, I think that we're probably going to see Jack win this tournament unless Joe Crush wants to bring out the geese. I think Joe Crush is the heavy favorite to win this whole thing. But you never know what's going to happen out here. That's what's so exciting about this, right?
Yeah.
And Jack is one of those characters who was slightly buffed in this patch. And I say slightly, I mean, when if you looked at the balance change list and you said which characters were the most changed and increased and which ones are the most decreased, you'd be like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But then it's not that drastic of a change, you know?
Right,
so,
right. Overall, not really.
It's useful. There's like some useful things they gave everyone. There's some useful stuff they took away from some characters. But more or less, you know, it's just kind of evening out the playing field, right? So before you would say like the top row is like here and like everyone else is kind of like here. Now it's more like this, you know? It's not like they've dropped off like way down here or something.
Right. Everyone's still viable.
Interesting patch. Yeah,
everyone's still totally tournament viable. Everyone can win. I mean, we're talking about short sets anyway, where the differences don't really like filter through there. You know, we're not talking about first to 100s where, you know, those small differences start to have an impact, right? This is a best of three. It's high octane stuff. If you get your game going on the other guy, you're going to win. It doesn't matter what character you're playing, you know? So, yeah, it's just one of those things where people have to get used to that maybe the character doesn't have the same formula as before. There might be a few adjustments that need to be made. But in terms of the winning strategies, they're all still there. They're all still there. So, yeah, I mean, Jack 7, one of the characters that did have quite a few changes. I mean, it's not as thick as, like, Lydia's, like, you know, essay-long list of changes. But, yeah, you know, Jack 7 did get some buffs, as Rip mentioned. So, I mean, maybe this is the time to maybe investigate, let's say, or explore the roster a little bit more. Maybe a character that you were tempted to try before, maybe they've got some interesting changes you're interested in checking out. So maybe that's the time to kind of do some deep diving and delving. Wait, deep dive and delve, that's kind of the same word. A deep dive is a delve, right?
Same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like they had the word for the phrase, but they just used deep dive. Why don't you say delve? Anyway, back on track
here. If you go in the ocean for a deep dive, you don't ever say that you're going to delve into the ocean, right?
But why not, though? Why don't we say I'm going to delve? I've got my oxygen tank. I've got my flip-flops. I'm about to delve right now. Let's go. Going to meet my 3-meter-long shark in the Maldives. Deep dive, see some corals. Anyway, so, yeah, and I don't know. I think that these balance batches are a great opportunity to explore the roster. When are you going to get a better time to try someone new? When there's a balance update. That's the best time. When the game's new or when there's a balance update. Because it's like the refresher. You know, it's the let's see how this character feels. Oh, I didn't know I actually really enjoy using this character. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll find a new you inside the roster.
Exactly. And I'm very curious to see which characters have really good wall crushes, right? Like, when we played with the EU region earlier, we didn't really see any of them, actually. It just didn't come up in the match that we had. But in this match, we got Divine Exorcist. He's got a Claudio. Claudio's running 2 is his wall crush. So if he ever does a running 2 at the wall with your back to the wall, he's going to get that guard crush save, right? Yep. Those kind of guard crushes, or wall crushes, I should say, are a lot easier to land because they're on block and they're out of a high attack and they're pretty fast, right? So you're guessing for a mid here. So if you duck for that, you're going to get caught by the mid. You're going to get wall splat. So it's a little riskier to get out of that situation. So I think we may actually get to see some of that here. With Divine Exorcist this time.
Use that with lore as well, like the dragon charge into the 4. Like if you don't duck, you're getting that as well, like that new animation against the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, interesting. I mean, so Kazuya's one, you know, while standing 1+2, or Hwoarang up forward 3-4-4. You know, you get to hit, right? But quick moves don't seem to link. I don't know. I was trying to like link stuff. You know, like does that mean I get this on top? You know, and it's like can't get that against the wall. I mean, on training mode it says 2 hits. It's like a big tease. I did like that into electric and it lowers. I'm like, oh my god, is it 2 hits? But obviously, you know, dreams can't come true like that. So yeah, that would be really cool though.
If you've seen like, depending on the distance you do it from, If you do it from their back farther away from the wall, and it puts them into the wall, then you get more frame advantage. So there are situations where Yoshimitsu, with his one, he's got, I forgot the notation, it's Kin
forward 1 plus 2. Forward 1 plus 2. Oh, stance forward 2, yes. Kinsho forward 2, yeah.
Exactly, that one. It does the wall push, and then he gets the free sword spin, the standing one, it's unblockable. So his is guaranteed. If he does it close to the wall, then you have enough frames to down jab it to interrupt. But at maximum range, you cannot do it. But all right, looks like we're getting ready for our first matchup, guys.
Indeed.
Moi Kusanagi bringing out the Horang out here, 32 years of age, out of Mexico City, Mexico. You guys can check him out on social at Moi Kusanagi. Keeps it consistent. I like that. Same exact place you can find his stream, twitch.tv/Moi Kusanagi. We've seen him out at these fight nights quite a bit, so definitely someone to look out for. 21-5 is his win-loss record out here, so his win rate 81% across these 26 matches. It's a pretty good stat to have, man. Not bad.
Looking good. Looking solid, man. I mean, consistency is a key thing, right? Horang as well. Definitely not slouching in the lab with that character. And, yeah, looking good. I mean, like we've said, we've seen his awesome Horang. Sorry, not Horang. Ganryu. We've seen his Ganryu rocking, so we know he knows what's on the line here. Julian Lemus, 20 years of age, from Mexico as well, rocking the Claudio. Is it Claudio? Is it Claudio? We need a poll immediately. Divine Exorcist 4, that's his social handle. Check him out on social media and at Twitch. And there we see his win-loss ratio. 23 wins and 3 losses, 88%. Man, that's high. That's pretty high. If you've had 26 games, you only lost 3 of them, you're a threat. You're definitely a threat.
Of course.
So yeah, looking good. Divine Exorcist, I've seen him always up there, like grand finals, losers finals, winners finals. He's always one of the high places in these.
Exactly. And here we go. They're going to be on Infinite Stage, Divine Exorcist with the Claudio. So of course we get the Claudio. I'd say we're going to see it, and then we don't get a wall.
Wow, so straight into the match. I love it. Production always on the S+ tier quality here. Sick. Okay. But straight into the action. Oh, looking for the down one, trying to stop him. Down one, of course, a preferred defense technique against a lot of Horang players. You know, people kind of default to the down one to stop Horang in his tracks. And that was a great launcher.
That was really good.
Super ready. There's the running two we talked about. Oh, man. The range on that daddy long leg. Oh, my gosh.
Solid first round for Divine Exorcist. You saw the solid defense against Horang there. Good call. And man,
caught him, and there it is.
Two.
Yeah. Square in the jaw. That's the dentist preferred options. A few more days off a year. Oh, nicely done. Catches him slip. He tried to step. Game can be very unforgiving. You know, you get hurt just for trying to move on this game. You know what I mean?
That was the craziest thing about watching Nia Evo to me. Like, he was just committing to sidestep all day, but it was always like the right direction. And I'm like, how are you surviving like this, dude?
How's he blocking? It's crazy. They'll do like 5 wave dash, like a million wave dashes, then the other guy doesn't hit, and they block it, and you're like, what? What? How's he reacting? Oh, man.
Every single Pokemon, he's like, sidestep this one, duck that one, sidestep this one. I'm like, what is happening?
Knee got the science down
right now,
to the
though,
Speaking of science, look at this. This is a rinse right now. Putting on an absolute clinic, trying to close it with the low. Oh, speaking of lows, Moi Kusanagi trying to make a comeback. Oh!
He's got a chance!
Oh, there's the rage strike!
50-50. What the heck? Wait, he's still in it!
Blocks on the lows. He's still alive.
Dude.
What is going on?
I can't believe he's living. He might do this.
Right now. Oh,
bro, what?
Clip that! Clip that comeback. Moi Kusanagi, he's a wild man, not giving up for a second.
How in the world?
Brought it
he
back
had nothing to lose, I guess.
Yeah, he literally didn't. And there's a break. Get off me.
Dude.
Just had this dry cleaned.
This is looking like they have a lot of experience against each other.
Yeah, the confidence there to bring that back. That looked like he knew what was up. Oh, yeah. Oh, what?
Of course, he fits in down 3-4 again.
Didn't get the punish on that. He ducked.
Dude, who does these forward threes from Claudio?
And there's the power crush. Bro. Oh my goodness me.
Rage art? That's
Straight
enough.
into the rage art, and that's going to do it. Ties it up. 2 rounds each. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, he turned this around completely. I don't know where he found all this from. But look at this. Moi Kusanagi. He was looking like 100% Divine Exorcist.
Okay,
he was going to 3-0 him.
Look. No break on that throw. Divine,
I like
must
that.
be thinking, what's happened to my game? This was meant to be a guaranteed win for me. Uh-oh, what's standing for?
Step hop kick. All right.
And he scoops him off the ground. He scoops him off the ground like he's shoveling sand and takes him out. First game. Man, that was tight though. That was tight. You thought it was going to be a quick 3-0 wash, and it looked like it was going to get knocked on its head really fast there. So 3-2. Yeah, just as you said, Rib, looked like they've got quite the experience against each other.
Yeah, you know, a couple things that were interesting call-outs, like 1-2 on hit. It looked like Moi Kusanagi would always try to pressure or hit a button or something because he would get hit by it twice in a row. So if I do 1-2 on hit, 1-2 again, I'm like, how did that both hit? You know, and then he would hit something else and like, he would get hit by that too. I'm like, man, Moi's really trying to pressure, and Divine Exodus really knows that he's going to try to respond with something after being hit. That was it exactly right there.
Right there, yep. Production on point.
And that happened multiple times. And the down 3-4s, you saw Divine Exodus would duck and launch those. So that that's a lot of experience to have to be able to call that out.
Sure.
And on the flip side, Moi Kusanagi kept on ducking Claudio's forward threes. I was like, that's a hard move to duck, and you have to really know when your opponent's going to do it to even be able to do it. He did it multiple times in the game. I was like,
this is that comeback, right? Look, he just started blocking everything, jumping everything, got some clutch moves, and then he goes low, I think. Yeah, there it was. Comes all the way back, and this was a clutch round as well. Oh my gosh. Straight into the Rage
Art. Damage.
Yeah,
over half life here with this Rage Art.
That's a ton of damage.
I saw it and I was like, is that actually going to kill because it's over 50%? But it surely enough it did. Divine Exodus though. Able to close out the final round. Close one. They're going to stick it out. Brimstone and Fire getting the stage. So now, maybe we see some new tactics. Maybe we see this running two at the wall. Maybe.
Yep.
Depends all how much practice you have against me.
I was gonna say it depends how much practice they have implementing the new changes, right? You know, if they've actually worked that into the game structure, you know. So we'll see. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do. Like if I'm Claudio and I did the running two on you and your back to the wall, and I get this frame advantage from the wall crush. Like what do I do? Do I do back 3-3 like that? Or, you know, that low poke.
Yeah. And of course, Horan gets the up forward 3-4-4. That's his one. So and that's you know, it's a move that covers a lot of ground, like the running two as well. So you might see both of those in this match.
But Horan has to be on hit, I think, right?
Yeah, he has to hit you. He has to be normal hit or counter hit. Yeah.
Wow, twin faces off the backdash.
Twine pie stones.
All right, here we go. Running two. Wow.
Oh, that's
old tactics. First round Divine Exorcist.
Sticking to the good old tried and tested.
See, I know how to work this.
You didn't forget how to ride a bike, that's for sure. Oh!
Mixed.
Okay. Horan with the pressure now. Moi Kusanagi piling it on.
Trying to get down. You have to get out of it.
Nice block.
Wall bounce, punish too. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wall's gonna save him.
Oh,
yeah, and he tries some jump over shenanigans.
Weird camera angle change.
Yeah, he tried to jump over and try to get like a tech catch, I think, but unfortunately didn't work out, and Moi's ready for it.
That's one round each.
Oh boy. Yeah, Moi's looking really good here.
Looking for the backdash, no dice. Oh. Back three.
Oh my gosh.
Starburst.
Yeah, Divine Exodus whiff punching has been fantastic so far. Wow, it's his back!
Man.
What the heck? Dude, he was sideways and backwards and didn't get the combo right. Dude, again, launching these down 3-4s, that's something I don't really see that often, to be honest. Wow, it's just short.
And he's keeping him guessing at the wall. He's trying to embed him in that wall by the looks of things.
Finally, able to create some space. Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Down 2-2. What? Wait, what? Uh-oh, 50-50 for the game, and he gets it. We're tied up. He had the down 2-2, but he didn't do the right combo.
Man, that was a shame. All went to pieces at the end. You know, he definitely had some opportunities there, but it's not easy. It's not easy. But Moi Kusanagi, you know, I think at the end of that first game, he showed strong signs of life, and I think he just capitalized on that, what he was building in the first game.
No, for sure. And Divine Exodus, that game, I felt like he was doing pretty good. I didn't even realize that he had lost the lead so quickly. Like once I saw that backdash twin piston right here, And I was like, okay, he's playing very sharp right now. And then before I knew it, it was like 2 rounds to 1. Mori Kusanagi's in the lead. He had that weird combo too, where it's like all sideways and backwards. I think it's coming up in this next round here. You got the launcher,
nice.
and then was this the part? Oh, maybe not. This part, I think. Oh, yeah, jump over Tekken.
there. Yeah, shenanigans didn't work out. There's the power crush. Forces his way through the armor.
This part.
And that
Look
was
at the
a
sideways
weird
combo.
interaction. Yeah, that was mad.
Yeah, super weird. And then this, he drops the combo. He goes for a hop kick after down 2-2. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but obviously it should have been the round for Divine Exorcist, and instead it's the game for Mori Kusanagi.
Yeah, he worked that strat again, the rage drive into that low, the low high to finish. He got that in the clutch rounds when he came back in the first game as well. But man, you just never know. Like, you think the next time it's going to be mid, you know, so it's just really hard to guess. 50-50. So there we have it. Man, these guys have great frisures. These have great hairdressers, don't they? Look how perfect. Not a single hair out of place on either head. So,
I don't know how they do it, man. I got hairs out placed everywhere right now.
Tell me about it, man. Looking rough and rocky around these parts, bro. So yeah, all right. I'm about to get into game number 3. Best of 3, all the way up to winners finals, guys. All the way through double elim. All right, so winner of this is going to move forward into the upper bracket semis.
Round 1.
And it's going to be Island Paradise, I believe.
It is indeed. Oh man, that should have been back 3. That would have been so beautiful.
Yeah. That was free lunch money right there. That launch. Oh wow, what a weird whip punish.
Yeah, I can't believe it didn't work.
Yeah.
He had the right idea. Oh boy,
10 strings?
going back to the
Let's go. Going back to Tekken 3.
Fine.
10 strings.
Divine, he brought this back in like 5 pokes.
Oh my god.
And the balcony break, it's over.
Wow. That's pretty low on health to not be able to use rage drive. Oh man.
That time stood up for the down 3-4.
Yeah.
Step hop kick.
Yeah, like when you block a low, sometimes it's hard to acknowledge what low you've blocked. You don't realize, oh, I should have just stayed low here. Man, what a round from Divine Exorcist. Cleaning his clock right now. 2 straight rounds here in rapid time.
And this is looking like the game 1 again.
Yeah. Gone back in time. Alright. So.
Uh-oh. Yeah, did so
Looking
much.
good, Mori Kusanagi. That could have been the game, that launcher. Oh.
I
Oh,
love it.
if he'd done a hop kick, man, that could have been it. All right,
Yeah,
so.
he's looking for, I think, the down 3-4, and the off time low got him.
Mori Kusanagi. Wow, that just whiffed right in front of his nose.
Yeah, so rare to see it like that, right?
Yeah. There's the punish. This time it works. 2. Looking for the launch.
No punish. Mori
him up.
Kusanagi back in it. Going all mids now. Got to block correctly here. Blue stuff ready. So could be down to 2 to spin him.
what a whiff
That
punish.
might be enough. The wall's there too.
It's
Wall in
right
play.
there. Just needs the right ender.
Yes.
And that's it. Knee into shoulder barge, and that is all she wrote. 2-0. 2-1, excuse me. Divine Exorcist wraps it up pretty fast on that final game. I mean, it was close all the way through, and he knew
It was.
if he lets this go the course, it's going to be problematic. So yeah, he wrapped it up pretty early that time.
Yeah, that was a nice ending there. And you got to watch out. Obviously, Claudio, once he's got the Starburst locked and loaded, he could have the spin him, or he could have the down 2-2 low. So it's a mid-low mix-up. Obviously, you have to look for the low, but got caught by the mid that time. That's the worst way to go, basically. And he got hit by the down 2-2 before, and there was a drop combo in game 2, right? That's what kept him in for game 3.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for him, Divine X is going to be moving on in the bracket. Mori Kusanagi sent down below.
Great stuff, and here we'll see some replays. We could get a little recap of what happened to refresh our memory in case you're just tuning in now. And yeah, I mean, pretty simple first round. But again, this second round, look at this. Just look at this run. Just look at the sequence of moves here. He puts together the flowchart and just runs all over Mori Kusanagi. Look, by the wall, follows up with the combo, and then even now on Get Up, look, everything guessed right. Everything.
Yeah. Even though he was on the other side of him on the tech roll too, because he had went through him. So he's just ready for everything. Mori Kusanagi, though, the off time low there caught him, kept him in the game. This did a ton of damage. Went mid there, kept him guessing.
But then Then that hit, and that was it. You can see
It
the
could have
wall
been
coming.
final round situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the wall
Combo
coming from the
adaptation.
distance, and he knew you just had to carry him there. And speaking of carrying, he's carried himself into the upper bracket semis here. Going to be taking on the winner of Undefeatable King versus Lofi King. Battle of the Kings. Will we see King in the match? I don't know. I
feel like I've seen these two play each other before, and it's almost never Kings. Yeah, exactly, right? Sounds very familiar. Yeah, we're going to get two people with King in the name, and neither of them are going to use King. I think that's most likely. We're going to get like Lars versus Fakamram or something. You know, who knows?
Yeah, completely
Could be anyone.
random. Yeah, Manat versus Kazuya or some random like. So yeah, like no King whatsoever. But okay, so I think that that match is definitely one to say that maybe that's someone who could be, I don't know, the winner. I was going to say, is that a performance that we could have seen in the grand final? And it probably is. It probably is. That round one match is already on like the quality of a grand final match that we could have here. So yeah, the level is high here. Next up though, it's going to be Undefeatable King versus Lofi King. Who do you guys think is going to win this one? Let us know in the chat. Vote. Bet your points in the channel. Bet your channel points. Let us know who you think is going to take it because Undefeatable King. Lofi King.
One's undefeatable.
There he is.
Undefeatable King, 26 years of age, out of North Carolina. Repping the Armor King on his play card here. We'll see if that's actually what we get, though. You see his win-loss record, 23-6, 79% win rate with that in 29 matches. That's a pretty good stat there. Lofi King going to be his opponent, though. And North Carolina versus Texas, I believe, is going to be this matchup. So both these guys can be pretty good. And you see Lofi King with the 26 years of age as well. They're both 26 years of age. Roy from Texas. I hope we do get to see the King here. King, by the way, wall crush, pathetic. He's one of the worst probably in the game. 24-6 though, 80% win rate, 30 matches. That's a solid win rate. This is gonna be a good match.
But hang on a second. I think Undefeatable King, his Armor King was sick. If I'm remembering correctly, I swear it's that Undefeatable King. It's coming back.
I think you're right.
I think
we've seen him in the top 3 before.
Yeah, he was like ridiculous. I'm interested to see this match now. I hope we do get Armor King versus King because that match is hype. Student versus Master once more. Why not do it?
And we just had Armor King and EU get second place. Very, very good Armor King and Xeon. Shout out to Xeon. That was a really fun performance to watch. It's like every time he was down 2-0 about to lose, he's like, watch this. Turns it on. Like, dude, this guy's cool.
Goes into that 6th, 7th gear and just, powers through. Really nice to see that, actually. So, man, Battle of the Kings, no doubt. Let's see what happens.
Maybe.
Here.
Let's see what we see right here.
Drum roll, drum roll.
Julia!
We got one king.
Of
I'll
course.
take that.
Wow, where did Julia come
Miss Chang.
The Undefeatable King gives us the Armor King. Lo-Fi King, never King. This time it's Julia. In the past, it's been Fakamram as an alternate. This time it's Julia.
It's Queen now.
All right.
All right, so... Yeah, okay.
I mean, she's kind of like a King character if you go back to Tag 2, right? She was a little bit of a wrestler.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, with the JC. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
Okay.
A lot of people want that character back, too.
JC? Yeah? Interesting. Yeah, I mean...
I don't see why.
Me neither, but I guess there's an acquired taste of people out there that like to see JC on screen. All right, so here we go. Round 1.
Party crouches start off. Of course, Julie, that's what you're looking for.
Yep. Pressure all day, right? Keep those elbows coming.
Yeah, a single jab keep out.
Oh.
G clef.
Frame traps.
Dunk! Oh my gosh. I love that.
Oh, get off me.
Break is good.
So we've already got more breaks than the entire tournament of the EU.
Yeah. Man.
The double crumple there.
Undefeatable King is looking a little shaky right now.
Yeah, it's early in the. It's early, right? It's early in the tournament bracket. Probably needs a bit of time to warm up with those technical characters. Mishima's King, Armor King. Excuse me. But yeah. All right. So trying to make his mark here, thinking about how to get some damage. Bow and arrow.
Johnny was attacked as well.
Nice break. 2-1. Into the
DDT.
Oh.
No way.
Did he press a button?
No way.
Oh my
That was a
gosh.
bait. He just moved it and I was like, do it.
Yep, yeah. I know you want it. Go, go, go. All right, one round each here.
Good power
power
crush.
crush. That's a good option. I should have done that, Evo. I lost it.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
Like, man, power crush. I could have done that.
I didn't even think of that. This guy's smart.
I don't ever think about like Kazuya even having a power crush.
Yeah, I mean, I use it sometimes, but I just didn't think of it in that man. All right, nice.
Wow,
Gets
beautiful
the
launch. Hey, hey. Hey, I lost to Julia too. Just
Oh my
nerf
gosh.
this character, man. Beating Ryan and Rip. Come on. He did nerf her, by the way. Magic 4. Hey.
Ooh.
Dude, this is looking really good for lo-fi kick. Balcony break here.
Down
Yep.
we go. That might be it.
That should be it. Yeah. We're going to get a wall carrier because Julia's amazing at wall carry still. They didn't touch that. Jump over.
Oh, we
Oh
got
my
tricks.
gosh.
We got. He had
Very
so many
nice.
plus frames. He had space to whiff a move and still get the turnaround. Man,
Yeah.
crazy round there. Just absolute domination in that last round. That was wild.
Yeah, that was a good character selection. You know, we were looking at King or Falconron perhaps. In comes Julia, and I don't think Undefeatable King saw that coming either.
Julia just ruined the show. You know, like, just ruined the show. You get invited to a party. You know, you go there, but you bring that +1, and that +1 like spills all the drinks on the table, like ruins the cake. Like, you know, just everything goes wrong. That's Julia. That's why she's got moves called the Party Crasher. She knows what's up.
Of course. We'll see what Undefeatable King opts to do here. We know he's got a Lars as well. Yeah, the Armor King looked okay. I just feel like defensively against Julia didn't do so hot.
Armor King's that kind of character. You need defense. You know, that's what we talked about in the other tournament as well. Armor King, he doesn't just get openings. Like, they usually come from breaking down the opponent's defense to the point where they're cautious of what your attacks are going to be, and then his whole repertoire of moves opens up, you know? So, yeah. But there we have that round where he did win. Nice bait on the Rage Art. But man, once Lo-Fi got going, this was really, really, really hard.
I want to see that Armor King move, the one where he sidesteps and punches him. I always forget his notation. I think it's like back 1+4 or back 2+3 or something. But that move seems very evasive, right? Like in this kind of situation where you get hit by something, you got to deal with it, mix it with Julia afterwards. I feel like it's a good move to like, get me out of here. Let me just throw my hurt box away for a second and evade everything.
So if he loses, does he become like, does he get downgraded? Does he go to like Undefeatable Prince? Or does he get like a downgrade? Or is it like Beatable King?
No, it goes to Lars. He goes from Undefeatable King to Lars. That's
Lars.
his downgrade.
Okay,
Yeah.
Undefeatable King Lars. Here we go. He's coming fresh in the hot tub suit as well.
Wow, full crouch mix gets him immediately.
Man, Julia is just in your face right from the beginning. Everything works. Look at this. Look at this, the double bow and arrow.
Man,
And then
Julia's
scoop.
dead.
Wow.
I saw the patch notes, bro. She's dead. Unplayable now.
Apparently not. Look at this. 7 golden.
Pick it up. Party crash conversion.
Picked. Okay. Oh, that's the first hit of the game. Undefeatable. Mad axes on minus frames? Yo.
He's that confident right now. He knows Undefeatable King is freezing up. Nothing's happening. Whoa, the jump back punch?
And it landed as well. Uh-oh.
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 Is it new tactics time? Party crasher up. Oh, shotgun spin. Okay,
nice.
okay.
That was fast.
Set point. Yeah, dude. A small stage here, too.
Wrapped up quick.
New tactics, but dropped the combo. Wasn't ready for his own new tactics. Wow. That was an interesting position switch. Counter. Down back 4. Wall carry easy here. Oh, interesting choice for Oki there. Oh, hitting so many buttons. That is not going to be enough, I think. It's close.
No. Hang on a minute.
It's
No,
close,
one more
but yeah,
hit's
not
needed.
enough. 50-50 party crasher. That little shuffle step he did right before, just to bait him out to hit a button. He's like, all right, hit anything. Party crash is coming in there. Gotcha. That was very nice.
That's like the demoralizer. Like, you've got such a great run going in the round. Everything's working. The tactics are picking up pace. And then the rage up.
Of
The Rage
course.
Art comes and spoils everything, takes like a chunk of life, and now you're guessing for game. After having everything working out, you're on the back foot, on the ropes. Oh, it's a tough one to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow.
There are a lot of Tekken fans who are like, they wish that Rage Arts weren't in the game. Are you on the fence about that? Or are you which side of the fence?
No, okay, so I went around the houses on this. I mean, I started out thinking, why are there like supers in Tekken? I don't know if I like that. And then I remember playing with Sabri, right? I was playing with my friend Sabri. And then there was a point in the match where one of us, no, we both could activate. We both got into that low health area and started flashing. And then we both stopped moving. And then we were like, oh, this is cool. There's a reason to be afraid. There was an instant strategic, we'd never talked about it, but both of us at the very same time just realized we're in danger here. Whatever you press can be countered, and it just opened up a whole new layer of strategy, a whole new layer of mind game, and we loved it ever since. So yeah, I definitely enjoy it. I love Rage Art. I like Rage Drive. I think they're really cool. I would maybe make some adjustments to them. Like, I think some of them are a bit too, like, it's so guaranteed you have to take it on block, and I don't know if I like that part as much. But the application of the moves, I think, are awesome. Yeah, I think they're really cool.
Yeah, and here was the Rage Art that won it for him,
Rage Art. Yeah. And
Lo-Fi King.
We know what happened after that. So, Lo-Fi King does it 2-0 with the Julia Chang. Man, that was a speed run once he got started. And he's going to be taking on Divine Exorcist in the upper bracket semis. So yeah, that to
so maybe Claudia versus Julia up there.
Probably. I mean, I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't think King would come in over Julia for Claudia, right? So, of course, the other two still in the tournament. They're going to drop down to the lower bracket. We'll be seeing more of them later on, or at least one of them, because they'll be going head to head. But next up, we're going to stay with the upper bracket. And yeah, that's we're going to probably stay up there for the next two matches before we then drop down and see what's up with the lower bracket. But man, this has been fast-paced already. The Claudia was like just mopping up quickly, and then the Julia just came in. But yeah, next up is going to be ELN versus Geese Joestar, 2D Geese Joestar. ELN with I think we're going to see Master Raven. We have seen him opt for the Kunimitsu in a few of these events, but I know Master Raven is the go-to. I know he was using her at Evo. So yeah, there it is. There's the thumbnail. Jose and 37 rocking out from Salt Lake City, Utah. But when I met him, he was living in Venezuela way back when. So yeah, 22 wins and 6 losses with a 79% win ratio and 28 matches on the docket. So yeah, pretty solid streak there for him. And again, once again, no stranger to these Fight Night tournaments. But he's going to be taking on Geese Joestar, Yagami Santos, 21 years of age, Mexico City, Mexico. And there you see his social network down at the bottom, at TK_Geese Joestar, and then you've got the Twitch underneath that as well. 29 wins, slightly more hours on the clock here for Geese Joestar. 4 losses, 88% win ratio, really sick stuff. With that Geese Howard, who did face a couple of changes, no sidestep 3, no sidestep 3 animation. Wait, we're not getting
it's
Geese.
Akuma.
We're not getting Geese. It's still 2D, but it's not Geese.
Yeah, it's
not Geese to the Howard.
Geese and Akuma is what he listed as the main characters. A lot of characters as a secondary, Lei, Gigas, Armor King, etc. But Akuma seems to be the one that people are favoring at the moment. I mean, of course, we're only like a day and a half into this patch, right? So we'll see where things wind up in the future. Unfortunately for ELN, both of his characters got a little nerf, Kunimitsu and Master Raven. Master Raven, I think, one of the more surprising nerfs. Like, why did she need to get toned down?
I got 50 reasons, bro.
Oh, really?
Well, no, I mean, she's fine. I just have like a personal gripe against Master Raven because she's so hard to fight against because she's like all over the place. You never know when something's punishable. Can she use an illusion here? Like it's pretty tricky. So,
wow, that was such a nice try. Into the low parry.
Sick low parry. What a read. And that's going to be it for the first round. Oh no, I thought we were going to do a different one. Doesn't matter. Solid run over him in that first round.
That was a great round. And I love all the side steps from Yelling. Man, he does the hazing through and then he ducks afterwards too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the hazing. Stop hazing. Stop hazing.
Look at this, the counter!
Why can she do that? Why?
She's a ninja, Ryan.
Oh, I guess so, yeah. But throw some shurikens. You know, throw some shurikens or something.
You want projectiles in Tekken? Uh-oh.
Doesn't hit the second wall though. He's kind of banking on that with the DP.
Ian is basically just ducking and forcing the mid mix-ups. Like, hit me with the mids, go for it. I want you to.
Nice throw break there.
Oh boy. Blue stuff denied.
Uh-oh, pressured against the wall here. I was looking for the low parry, but Geese Joestar just crouched, but didn't press any buttons straight away. Kind of wasted his low parry frames. That's a sweep.
Man, that jab stuff in the rage grab was terrible for him that too as well.
Yeah.
Look at the jumping pressure.
Demon flips. Just consistently going for them. I mean, one thing with Akuma, if they don't have an answer for demon flip, just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like, make them make you stop doing it. You know what I mean?
Of course. You have
Nice
to.
break. Yeah.
And now the Demon Flip 3 is not a counter hit launcher anymore. So you can see more of the other options out of the Demon Flip for sure.
Oh, the wall bounce.
And we get the bounce.
Downstairs we go. That's definitely it. She has crazy wall damage. Alright, 2-1
Oh yeah,
up.
she's great.
Yeah, sick wall carry.
Woo! He is punishing these fireballs so well. He's literally calling them out and go for a sidestep punish. Uh-oh. Wow, dropped it.
Didn't get all the combo. There's a lot of damage left there, and that might even
Surprise!
might not even get another chance now. One more hit will
time.
do it. Oh man.
Master Raven.
Wow.
Nerfed Master Raven gets unnerfed Akuma is what everyone's probably thinking online, right? Yeah. Somehow that happened. They're both TGPs, by the way, you know.
That was quick. That was a quick game. Yeah, I mean, that really fast-paced momentum looks like it was tough for Joestar to deal with. It looked pretty problematic, we could say.
Yeah, definitely. And I also think that ELN is looking very good against Akuma. I think that in North America, we don't really have a ton of Akumas that still play a ton. So experience against the character is kind of lacking a little bit right now. But ELN looks so prepared in the matchup. I was like, dude, you look like you've been playing against Akuma regularly. I'm like, I wish I had that kind of practice.
Yeah, no. He looked really seasoned against all the typical Akuma shenanigans, you know? The demon flips, he was walking around every time. He had the right punishes for situations. Like, he just looked super prepared.
Yeah, defensively looking for the lows more than the mids, you know? You gotta do that against Akuma, especially when he's close to you. Otherwise, backdashing away, hazing through, sidestepping around. Definitely just very prepared.
She has great mobility options in terms of, you know, if you mix everything up. Yeah, great fireball punish there. Over to the wall. Good duck there. And again, pressure at the wall launches.
Hey.
And then, yeah, the mid, takes it. Well-deserved game one there for, ELN. Really, really smart stuff. So, game two about to get underway, and we do have a character change. Akuma is out of here.
And it's not Geese that comes in either, right? Like, the mains were listed as Geese and Akuma, but we get the Armor King, which was the third secondary listed. It was Leg Gigas Armor King in that order.
I like that. The third secondary. You know? So there's a long
the
list.
fifth character that we got listed from Geese Joestar here. But losing that first game.
Hey, the more Armor King, the better. I always love me some Armor King. Let's go.
Yeah, dude, we've gotten 3 Armor Kings in our 16 players between NA and EU, basically.
Yeah. And what a sick costume, man. That looks like it took a long time to get ready.
Hey. Yeah.
Making short work so far.
Wow, duck while standing 2, classic Raven tactics. Jump over, setups. You get caught by one trap like that and you start second guessing everything too. You're like, oh no.
And ELN brought it back nicely. Ooh. Oh,
that's the move. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, but he blocks instantly.
Defend it. Oh boy. Just knew the wall combo was going to kill. Oh, went for the leg right here anyway. Okay, nice.
I knew that he was just trying to get the combo to a position where he could unleash Rage Art. That's all he was looking for. Just trying to get that guaranteed damage, which is smart. You know, you don't want to mess around. Very smart stuff there. First round to ELN. Looking good.
Let's see if Geese Joestar can warm up this Armor King a little bit more. Good call out of the grab, and oh no. We're going to find a wall here, I think. Not with the dropped combo. Yo, he's got the step too?
He's got the movement, man. She was moving just now. Oh,
and the
a
perfect to go
to
with
boot.
it. Oh,
Man,
okay.
yeah, he is slipping and sliding.
Oh, he's trying to pull out all the tricks. He's feeling good right now.
Yeah, he's feeling himself right now. Oh, he better not get too confident.
Oh, man.
While standing two
wow.
counter hit.
Whoa, that was like a Tekken 3 combo. Tekken 2 combo even. Ever wonder what Raven would be like in Tekken 2? Now you know.
There you go, yeah. Little sneak preview. All right, so does have access to Rage Drive here. She has a good one, but it's not going to matter for this round.
I think he got too loose. Good block. Incorrect punish. That was the old punish.
Got some damage, though. Into the multi-throw now. No, doesn't finish it.
Good patience there. Yeah, I think ELN got way too loose, and now Geese Joestar's back in it. Look at this.
Hello. Look who's just woken up now.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Oh, and he's getting everything perfect. Look at this.
Oh, she just stuck to the forward 2-1.
And he's not making any mistakes. This is a
this
flawless round so far.
Uh-oh. ELN wants to close it out here. Doesn't want to let this slip away. No teleport. That should have been launched. And the hop kick. And look at this. ELN got loose. And the next thing you know, boom! Geese Joestar gets the entire game with Armor King.
Plants him on the floor. And that is it. Armor King is back in play. From, yeah, it looked like the brink of defeat. Brought it back. And scarily accurate in all the reads towards the end there. Like everything was just hitting. There weren't even hardly things getting blocked. It was just throw, no break. Move, counter hit, combo. You know, and he was just following up. So really, really nice stuff. Gonna have definitely given ELN something to think about there because that was quite the turnaround.
No, for sure. And ELN, you know, these wild stand 2s are working out. The tech traps are working. So it looked like it was still going to be like this offensive play from ELN that was going to keep things going. But when you see round 3 come into play here, things turn around drastically, right? Like all these, like I don't want to call them gimmicks, but all these tricks and traps that he was setting, Geese Joestar was falling for, right? So he got very overconfident here that he could just do whatever he wanted. And then round 3 comes in and things turn around. Like that right there started the round, like no reason to do it. Like he was literally just trying to see, like, do you know this was like a knowledge check?
Knowledge check,
instead of just playing solid, right? And then just whipping all over the place. And Geese Joestar way more patient, letting the teleports and everything go through him and punching after the recovery of it. That was a big difference maker. And look at this, he just dashed up, let him hit. Let him whip.
And the great confidence,
exactly.
the great confidence builder at the end there was just like where all the reads started working, and you could tell the ELN was slightly out of his depth because the stuff that had been working before he would try and like fall back on as a go-to, and it wouldn't work. You know, the instant get up 3 to get the trip as he runs in. Nope, jumps over it with the kick. You know, like just always on top of the read. And this now match coming up here, now this could go either way, definitely.
Right. I think that ELN has to recognize that Geese Joestar is still very solid, right? Like, especially the way the end of that second game went. Like, he was outspacing, letting a whiff, and just getting whiff punishes. And as long as Geese Joestar is doing that, ELN has to tighten up his offense. All
right, so here we go. Strong start here from Geese Joestar.
Yeah, that back one counter hit.
And the confidence is building. You can see, look, the interactions are more frequent now. He's going in. He's not afraid to initiate.
Oh my goodness. Now that's a dark upper.
If you want to see an example for feeling yourself, boy, do we have a replay for you.
Oh man, ELN is in trouble. Caught him, but went through all the way. No combo conversion because of it.
Nicely done there. Okay. Back in play here. ELN now. Finding a place of composure.
Baited. Nice. That was a bait.
That was sick. Stayed in crouch for that punish. He knew what was coming.
It's not enough to kill, though.
Ooh, good break. Gets the break this time. Yeah, in mid for the win. Plays it safe. Nicely done. One apiece. Game 3.
Holy moly, I can't believe that didn't hit her. Dude, the hop kick.
In between.
Man, I just want to play Tekken now.
Yeah. This always gets me so pumped up to play it.
Right?
It really does.
Giant
Oh,
swing.
giant swing into the wall.
Oh boy.
Look at the chunks. Look at the chunks off the bar.
ELN, do you have a
Almost
1
gonna
pixel
do
comeback? No, this
No
boot.
way, no chance.
Look at this. Look
boot
at
to
this
the back.
turnaround.
This is crazy.
Uh-oh. Multi-throws, you gotta guess. Incorrect guess. We get the pop. No, there we go. We got the escape.
Yep.
The
he's out
hop
there.
kick again.
Oh man, it's not gonna matter.
Hey,
Up at the
hey.
wall. Oh, the
And
pick
picks her
up.
back up. It's a
It's a
Frankensteiner.
Frankensteiner. Oh my word. Oh,
ELN, all the traps, and a perfect.
Wow, what a sequence there from Geese Joestar, who's going to be very happy about that performance, man. Bringing it all the way back. The Akuma not working out in game 1, looking super bleak, but Armor King comes out and saves the day. What a finish there versus ELN. That was crazy.
Man, you see that, chat? Armor King greater than Akuma. All right, that's all you got to know. Man, that was impressive stuff, though. And I think really the story for me there is, don't play with your food, don't get overconfident, because ELN was so comfortable, up 2 rounds in game 2. And, just like doing like stuff that you don't really see ELN doing, even with Raven. So definitely too loose, too comfortable. And, man, Geese Joestar made him pay big time.
Yeah, I wonder what that was. If he really just thought, you know what, I've got this in the bag. I don't need to focus too much or whatever. Because
the way he started that round 3, it looked like there's no reason for him to do that jump back kick into the low sweep unless you think like this guy doesn't know my character and I can do whatever I want.
Right. I mean, because I guess he also didn't account for what Joestar had in the tank, right? Because when he started turning on the heat, so to speak, he really was able to step up his gameplay to another level. And I'm not sure if ELN knew that he had that, ready to go, right?
Yeah, I didn't see the other level there either. So
I mean, the Akuma
that overconfidence built up.
Yeah, the Akuma didn't sell it to us, right? So yeah, but
Exactly.
Armor King definitely had more going on than Akuma did. Crazy stuff. Just this whole round is really sick. Like he gets the multi throw up, and got the escape there, but then the hop kick, and then
The hop kick timing was great too.
The hop kick was the game because that took him to the wall. Then he gets the delayed pickup here, and that was game. This was it. Look,
Frankensteiner, moonsault, mid kick.
What a sequence! That all needs to get clipped. That all was crazy, man.
All right, but there you see it, guys. Joestar, Geese Joestar, 2D Geese Joestar, 2-1 over ELN. It's like he's trying to put everything in his name to make sure he kills any opponent that he's playing against. 2D sponsored this guy, and Geese is in his name. I'm quitting, and he picks Akuma against you. Very nice 2D Geese Joestar. ELN down to the lower bracket. And coming up next, we got Joe Crush versus Zen Alpaca.
So this is your pick to win. So this is your pick to win, right?
Joe Crush. Yeah.
I'm not sure how Alpaca feels about that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the form is. You said he's on, he's in good form right now, right? That's
what I was saying.
Why do you think he's going to win? Yeah.
Because he's a heavy... He's been one of these guys grinding over the past couple of years, right? Online especially. Just comes off of EVO where he beat and eliminated Chikarin from the tournament. TWT champion Chikarin.
Wow.
Right? He just won ICFC a week
at the
ago.
last EVO?
This past EVO, yes. The one that just happened a couple weeks ago.
Chikarin lost to Joe Crush? Oh, wow.
Joe Crush eliminated him.
That's massive.
Yeah.
That's massive.
And the thing is, Joe Crush also used to use Geese Howard. So he beat Chikarin's Geese with Jack. And that is his character now. That character also slightly buffed in this version of the game here. You see him 22 years of age out of Texas. Follow him on social at JoeCrush_, twitch.tv/TK Joe Crush. But also, just he's been on fire lately. The last 2 weeks, ICFC, he got first and second.
Nice.
So, just really, really playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
Joe Crush here, 44 wins, 2 losses. Look at that win rate, 96% across 46 matches.
That's the highest we've seen. That's definitely the highest we've seen, even across the European one as well. We haven't had anyone who's got that many matches in the book with a 96% win ratio. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anyone in NA as hungry to improve and do well in tournaments as Joe Crush. There's a lot of people, a lot of new players who are doing well, and they're all improving, right? But Joe Crush, he seems to be on another level of hunger. But here you see Joe Crush's opponent, Zen Alpaca, Cassie, 24 years of age, out of Arizona. Going to be rocking the Julia Chang. I can't wait to see what she brings to the table here. 26-6 so far, 81%. That's nothing to sneeze at across her 32 matches. And
sure.
the biggest accomplishment she gave us was that she was winning her local. So that's the place that a lot of people start, right? Like, you win your local, you're like, dude, maybe I can do this. And especially if you started even online, you know, PlayStation Tournaments, Fight Nights, free to enter. You're like, dude, maybe I should go to a local and see what it's like offline. Win the local, like, wait a second, I can do this. Next thing you know, you're getting invited to a top 8, you're playing for cash. Very, very cool feeling, man. So we'll see what happens with this one.
Awesome, man. Really, really sick stuff to both of these guys. You can see that, you know, they really mean it. She's obviously representing the Julia Chang, and yeah, Joe Crush, hot off his wins at Evo, you know, the top people that he took down and to eliminate from the tournament. So yeah, this is really cool. I mean, either way, you know, this is a great experience building exercise anyway, right? You know, you get to play people that have had more international experience, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be sick. So yeah, this is going to be our last match for the upper bracket, first round. And yeah, Julia versus Jack. I kind of like Julia. I don't know. I think it's a more technical gameplay though. Like with Jack, it's a bit more simple what you need to do to be Julia, but with Julia, I think there's, you know, the precision in your timing and the moves themselves are a little bit more complex to do. But yeah, let's see what happens, I guess. Best of 3.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing about this matchup to me is that Joe Crush is also a Julia player. So Joe Crush bouncing around a lot of characters. Yeah, he had the Jack was like the main. Then the Geese became the main for a while. Then started trying out this Julia. We're like, why is he using Julia? But then started making it work in tournaments a little bit. But it was clear that the Jack and the Geese are the mains. And then also tried out a King for a brief period, and the King was like, no, that's not happening. And then before you knew it, like, it was back to Jack. You know, and just in time for Evo, did very well with it. And now that's the character that got buffed. The Geese gets nerfed. So it seems like Jack is here to stay for the foreseeable future, you know? But definitely some Julia experience in the tank.
Damn, that must be like the worst way to lose an event, where like, you know, you go to the event and then you don't want to pick your main because you think they know your main, so you pick a sub character. And then they beat you, and then they say, you know that sub, I used to main them. It's like, oh, damn it! You used to main that guy.
No wonder you knew everything, yeah.
Yeah, how did you, I was wondering how you blocked that low. So yeah, no, it's cool. But that's the game, right? You know, it's kind of like you live by the sword, die by the sword, right? But yeah, there are so many characters that there's such a huge strength in having a larger knowledge and capacity for the roster, you know? So yeah, if you can hang using 3, 4, 5 characters, more power to you, you know? Not everyone can do that, and if you can, great. If not, then you have to stick with just 1 or maybe just max 2 characters, which is also good enough. But it then means you have to go crazy on the research on the other matchups so you don't get caught out in tournament. And that's you know, always easier said than done. Depends on the size of your local community. Do you have a guy, you know, is there a person at your local that plays that character to a high level, etc., etc., right? So no matter where you're from, everyone's learning on Tekken. Everyone is learning. It doesn't matter if you're from East Asia, North America, Europe. It's just this infinite grind up the knowledge hierarchy, because there's always a character that you have less matchup experience than another. There's always. So,
exactly like right now. I remember seeing Cuddlecore tweeted about her sister who plays Tekken like a little bit more casually, of course. And she was talking about, like, you know, the new patch and the changes and like seeing all these things like, whoa, what is all this stuff? You know, what happened to this in this game now? There's all these new things to learn. And Cuddlecore was talking about how intimidating that might be for a new player, you know, and seeing that casual perspective. Like, as a tournament player, you're used to seeing all the patch changes, you're keeping up, you know everything day in, day out, right? But on a casual level, you're like, wait, what happened? That does what now? Like, what's this wall thing that just happened? Everyone has that? You know, there's so much more. And so even at the highest levels of the game, everyone is still learning. You know, so it doesn't matter what level you are. There's always something to learn in Tekken, dude.
For sure. I mean, it keeps everything fresh. It keeps the game feeling new. You know, it's something interesting, something new. It's something where we have a common bond of being students again. You know, it's like, have you tried this? Did you know this can work? Da-da-da. And you kind of get into this mode of being together in the exploration of Tekken, which is a great feeling, right? You're a community exploring a new adventure together, let's say, and that's a cool thing. So I think, you know, balance patches and stuff like that, I think they're a little bit underestimated for how they bring us together, and that's actually a good thing.
Exactly. I had a tweet that said that, you know, I wish that they didn't give us the patch notes for just one day, so that people could like explore the game for themselves and discover things, right? But then as soon as I got the patch, I was like, what's my move? Tell me what my wall thing is. I want to know. So I went back to myself. But guys, we just got word. Joe Crush is going to get a bye for this first round. Zen Alpaca didn't show up in time for their match.
A bye? I want to play him. He gets to play me instead.
He gets to play Ryan Hart instead?
You have to play me.
But
we're going to go to a short break, right?
After we tell them where to sign up for these tournaments, Ryan, at compete.playstation.com. Make sure you guys sign up and get involved. You guys want to be part of these free-to-enter PlayStation tournaments, fight nights for like Tekken 7 or other games you may be interested in. Sign up, get involved. Compete.playstation.com is the website. Yes. It's always the same one. It's been there all year long. You see all these guys in this top 8 right now. They've all been to the website. That's how they got involved. That's how they're here and invited in this top 8 today.
And it's free to enter as well. It's free. You don't have to pay any money. It's free. Who doesn't like freebies? I like freebies. You like freebies. Get signed up today. Get signed up today. There's a ton of games there as well. It's not just Tekken 7. Loads and loads of really cool stuff. And we're going to have more great action coming to you from NA in the Tekken 7 Fight Nights for PlayStation. But we're going to go to a short break, so don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll see you very shortly.
welcome back, guys. PlayStation Tournaments Fight Nights Tekken 7 North American Edition. Rip here with Ryan Hart, and we are well underway here. We've got the first round of our matches done and squared away, and it's just about time to get into the upper bracket semis.
Oh, there we go, guys. Sorry, I was muted. So yeah, Divine Exorcist in that first game. You have to remember to unmute, Mr. Hart. Remember that. I've got to like note to self and then unmute. Divine Exorcist 2-1 over Moika Tsunagi. That was a really, really close call. Moika Tsunagi, man, he was coming out the gates on fire once he got warmed up. And then Lo-Fi King coming in with that Armor King? No, hang on a second. No, Julia Chang, excuse me, the Julia Chang rocking out.
Yes.
2 straight, and then Geese Joe Star. We didn't see Geese. We did see 2D though. We saw Akuma. That didn't work out. But then, to save the day, it was Mr. Armor King himself coming through over ELN's Raven. Man, it was a really, really close game. And then, of course, Joe Crush gets the DQ. So he moves forward as well. And that's it. So yeah, we're going to have our upper bracket semis coming up next for you guys here, just tuning in. This is the PlayStation Fight Nights Tekken 7 for North America. We've got the 8-man invitational here, and we're happy to have you all on board for the ride because it's going to be a wild one. Get strapped in.
All right. And who do you guys think is going to win this one? Will it be Divine Exorcist and that Claudio, or will it be Lo-Fi King and that Julia, or maybe a King or Fakabom? I'm not sure. But yeah, this one a little bit hard to call. I think Lo-Fi King looked very good at the Julia, but the chat feels like Divine Exorcist. And let me tell you guys, all right? Right now, you guys, I'm going to call you guys the NA chat. The EU chat, they were impressive earlier. They had 100% incorrect answers the entire day long. It was unbelievable. Guinness Book of World Records for them, dude. It's ridiculous.
Every guess was wrong. Crazy.
I've never seen that before.
It's not been done. It's not been done.
Yeah, never will it be replicated. If you guys continue it, though, we may have an entire day of being wrong.
So here we go. Divine Exorcist. I mean, this isn't a bad guess because he had a really... You know what? Because he won confidently the first game, but then Moika Tsunagi with a really strong comeback. But then he weathered that storm and still came out on top with a W. So maybe this 73% of the chat believe that no matter what you throw at him, he can come through shining on top with Claudio's hair, not hair out of place. Maybe that's what that is. So yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Put me in there. Put me in that 73. Yeah, I'm in there. I'm with you guys.
Divine Exorcist looked very good against Moika Tsunagi. I feel like they definitely had some player matchup experience. We'll see about this one though, because I was very impressed with the Julia we saw at Lo-Fi King, and you know, I'll see. I'm curious about the character choice here, honestly, like because Julia wasn't a character listed, but Julia looked very good.
Yeah, it looked really strong. We didn't really see what would happen when he kind of gets knocked down and forced to play defense a bit more.
Right.
And he might get put in that situation here in the upper bracket semis. So until I see that, it's quite hard to say what I think is going to happen specifically. But yeah, when it comes to offense and you know, oppression, hassling, harassing the opponent, yeah, he's golden for that. He's got everything going for him there.
Yeah, and Julia very good at playing that game in general, right? And Julia, a counter hit character, she wants you to come and hit some buttons anyway. She's got the Magic 4 ready to go. She's got the 1-1-1 ready. Yeah. You know, we saw the side steps earlier into shotgun spin stuff, or even just a full crouch mix up. So she's a well-rounded character. Now, I said all that, and I was like, wait a second, what is this character lacking? Maybe she's lacking wall carry. She's definitely not lacking there. No, yeah,
she's good.
She's pretty darn good.
Good tournament character. Yeah, definitely. She's got everything needed. I mean, you know, she's got damage, she's got variety, she's got speed, and there she is. She's got glasses. Claudio doesn't have
glasses, just like you. And she's got like a Hayachi hanging off hers. Yeah. But Dragon's Nest gonna be the stage. This one, small stage, good for Julia. Obviously, she's gonna get wall to wall on the stage pretty easily. I feel like. Claudio gonna have to work a little bit harder at max ranges, but still doable, especially with blue stuff maybe. We'll see. Game on. Wow.
The elbows.
4 or 5 of them in a row.
Crazy. Carried him to the wall with these elbows. Ooh. This is fast. What is going on?
No throw break.
Ouch.
Yo, throw him
Into
in that
the
wall.
we go.
Oh, good, solid follow up there, and
I like
to
that.
close
I
out
like
the
that,
round.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
sick.
this Julia is looking good.
Serious. This Julia is serious.
It kind of reminds me of old school Julia play.
Yeah, I see that. It's very sensible, right?
Mm-hmm. Sensible Julia.
You know, it's not so like wild and wacky that we've like kind of become more accustomed to seeing these days with Julias.
Yeah, starting off with 5 party crashes, like you're a Julia main, bro. You know, like I can tell. You've been playing check for a minute.
On block or on hit, he just kept going.
Yeah, 5 of them in a row. That's the way to do it. I might have to pick up this character. He seems cool.
Yeah, Julia looks like a good character. Okay. And this is what I meant by, you know, just the value of offense with her. Like the way he's just so good at kind of knowing where to keep the pressure hard to deal with. Over at the wall, that's not going to be it though.
Caught up.
Oh wow,
It's
the
enough.
turnaround, down 4 hits on the ground.
Man, Divine is good at turning things around.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh no, duck there, but no punish. Divine Exorcist just blocking now. He does have the lead in rounds here. He's managed to stay on top here. Nice low parry there from Lo-Fi.
Hey. Mad Axe is
Axe
no break.
no break.
Party crasher. And then
Gets
just
the
jab.
jab
All right.
finish. Nicely done. 2 rounds each.
Flying around to start it off. Low
Uh-oh.
conversion. Doesn't get it. Second hit counter hit launcher on delay. Oh no. Wow, but missed the wall combo. Down to 2. Unbelievable.
Perfect.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe what kind of turnaround we've just seen. After that first round that was just so dominant, that first opening like round and a half from Lo-Fi was just so one-sided, but man, Divine Exorcist, and this is what we talked about, where you can throw everything at him and the kitchen sink, he'll still come out on top. He'll find a way
Right.
around it. He'll find out, he'll bring answers to the table.
The delayed second hit, that was the counter launcher. First of all, I've never seen anyone get hit by that and get counter launched by that. And it was only because, I'm not saying that this was an error on the part of Divine or on the
Lo-Fi.
part of Lo-Fi King, right? But
Yeah.
just the fact the way Divine delayed the attack to that
Yeah.
maximum delay, I've never
Yeah.
seen a Claudio try to do that, which is why I was like, oh, I
True.
would have got hit too, probably. I was like, oh, I didn't know that
Yeah,
was
you're
a
just
thing.
not ready for that. Like, who does that, right? So yeah, no, it was interesting. Interesting option there. Now we see some of the replay of game 1. Got the bow and arrow, and here we just saw momentum. You know, just really making Divine X's ride the wave of momentum. And yeah, great close to the first round. And just looking solid. You know, even in round 2 until things like that. Until that hop kick comes out. But it doesn't close it. And he gets the knee.
Yeah, we've seen even from the highlights that we showed at the beginning of this broadcast where Divine Axis looks for those sidestep into hop kicks, right? So he looks for a sidestep into a whip and punch with a hop kick. It's a solid strategy no matter what character you have that's a hop kick or a down for 2 or something. But look at this. This is a close one. Final round situation. And man, everything just fell apart. We missed the delayed launcher right there before that, but that's what really turned things around, down to 2, and that was it.
And that's it. Yeah, perfect as well to close the round. But it was 3 rounds to 2 there. It was a close game. And we're getting straight back in. It's going to be the same matchup, but no walls this time. Julia versus Claudio once more. Man,
Here I come.
tough. And this is the concern I had for Lo-Fi King before as well, where I said I'm not sure what's going to happen once his defense starts getting challenged. You know, will he be able to come out on top there, or will he fall apart? And we're seeing some examples of that now. Oh, that was a great duck and punish there.
Yeah, there was 2 really good defense things. First, we saw the whip punch running 1, and then right there we saw the duck launch and the running 2 from Claudio. So, good solid defense to start things off for Lo-Fi King.
Okay, really, really good. Obviously, made some, I don't know, some notes after that other last game, you know, so about what you might need to change, what you might need to be prepared for. Looking for the down, forward 1.
Whoa.
Oh, he gets the float.
Ducks the
Nice,
high.
that's gonna be the round.
That was, I think, the string that was delayed and caught him countered last time, right? I could be wrong, but it looked like it. Another delayed string, perhaps.
Ooh.
Man, I love that. Party Crasher 4 as a natural combo with Punisher seems so good.
So sick, yeah. Oh man, and gives him back the perfect that he ended the last game with.
Beautiful!
Nice. So ready.
Yeah, that down 4-2 with Punisher just out of range. That was really nice.
What?
Surprise! Haha.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's what Divine is saying right now. What? He finished it? Man, okay. Look at those quick 3 rounds for Lo-Fi King. I like Divine X's. A second, yeah, definitely beat down. Lo-Fi King there a second ago did sidestep into the spinner, the mid attack, and doing it off of sidestep is so smart because everyone thinks you can do Claudio's sidestep forward, the low attack. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, here comes a sidestep low, and instead it was the mid. I was like, oh, but Lo-Fi King was ready for it, blocked it there, so
he was always one step ahead. Yeah, 3 straight rounds, he was always one step ahead, like committing 4-4-1, like who thinks they're going to finish the string, right? And then gets the counter hit into the launch. And all that plays onto the psychological advantage that you're building from things like that too.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. And there was just so many good things defensively from Lo-Fi King in this set, right? Like ducking the high there, getting the launch, outspacing, getting the down forward 2-1, you know, backdashing and ducking the running 2 before that. Just tons of good defensive options. So, you know, you're asking about what's going to happen when Lo-Fi King's defense gets broken down. I mean, he just showed us here that his defense is pretty darn good sometimes.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, I think his best defense is what he's demonstrating here is his best defense is his offense, because what did he do once his defense was challenged? He went even more full throttle on the offense, which we just saw in this game, and it scored him a 3-0 win. When he tried to play tit for tat in game 1 with Divine Exorcist, it didn't really work out. Started out strong, it was really strong out the gates, but then Divine Exorcist started to implement his game and started to really annoy him. You know, like those occasional sidestep hop kicks, those are annoying, because what do you do against that, right? Kind of forces you to stop, and that's not what you want to do. You want to go if you're a character like Julia, if you're a player like Lo-Fi King. But that game there with no walls was just his expression of offense. I'm going to just keep steamrolling now. I'm going to keep going forward. And he did that really, really well. I think he's recognized that that's what works for him. This, you know, jostling for movement in the mid-screen and playing neutral, I think he's realized this is not for me. I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to do my thing. So,
this time around, they got Hammerhead stage, yeah.
Sometimes your best defense is offense.
Here goes.
It's going to be the hot dog stage in terms of shape here.
The hot dog, let's go. And lit back on the offense. He's not wasting a single second. You know, for better or for worse, he's in there. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. Yeah, counter it confirmed. We might get back to the wall here. Doesn't get the park crash, not deep enough.
Not quite. Nice block.
Again.
Wow.
Can we find a wall here? It's Julia Chang.
Of course you can find a wall. Of course.
All right. Got the lead in the set here. Best of 3 in this one, so first to 2, final game. Hey.
Ooh.
Man, I love that. I want to play Julia just for that. Party Crasher 4 with Punisher.
Oh, he caught him after while standing. Okay, over to the wall we go.
Wow, the damage on that is so high. That was like the damage on that Hwoarang Rayguard combo we saw earlier.
Nice.
Confirm. Dunked.
Yep.
Oh boy. Magic?
Oh. There's some magic in there for sure. All the party tricks are coming out today. Cut a woman in half, get a rabbit out of a hat, it's all happening.
Set point for Lo-Fi King here. Wow, threw it out even on block.
Oh,
Low Parry's
nice.
right behind it. Hey. Good
Oh,
duck
nice
call
punish.
out.
He was ready for that.
Drop
no,
the
doesn't get
combo
finish.
though.
Slightly far. Over at the wall now. Tries to get the jump over. Lo-Fi King doesn't bite.
Could have had the low parry again. Uh-oh.
Okay,
Luckily
fight
no wall.
Crusher. Man, this is not looking good.
Good
Blocks
block.
the bow and arrow for the round and gets the hop kick and goes straight into Rage Art. No funny stuff here, just getting the damage. And then we see the Uryu Ishta, the Quincy bow to seal the round. 2 rounds apiece here.
Final round. Divine X's Lo-Fi King. Wow, that was risky. Going for it there. And man, still doing the party craft to just commit to the high every time. Uh-oh, run into. Here we go.
Still anyone's round. We've seen Julia do it before. The explosiveness.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Lo-Fi King way behind this time. But the low parry's here.
That's opening the door for damage here. What can he do? Over to the wall. Not quite there. Goes mid though. No bow and arrow.
Off the wall. Doesn't get off the wall.
Eats everything.
One hop kick. It's over. Doesn't get it.
Let him. He doesn't let him use the Rage Art or Rage Drive, and that is it. Lo-Fi King takes it. What a comeback.
Yeah, very, very nice Lo-Fi King. Yeah, it needed it, right? Was behind in that final round situation. It's like, I need this low parry. And then the combo conversion had the wall sideways. Couldn't get him off the wall to continue the combo, but doesn't matter. Able to close it out. Very nicely done there. Lo-Fi King with the Julia, man. The Julia's looking good. Divine Excess was looking good too, though, man. We just couldn't close it out this time.
That does unfortunately mean that the chat, 73% of you, including myself, we got it wrong, guys. We got it wrong.
Are we at 100% rates, though, of incorrect answers from the chat today?
Of incorrect matches, yeah. 100% from incorrect matches.
Predictions, yeah.
This is crazy.
Unbelievable.
Oh, wow. That's insane. Are we going to get one correct one today? Wow.
I think Guinness is going to have to look at this stream archive and go like, wait a second, does that actually happen? Need a verification here. This may be the worst chat in the world. In terms of predicting
see the beginning of the comeback, almost a full bar. One low parry started the downfall. Now we see he goes mid there on the wake up. Divine Exis in a world of trouble. Oh, we've gone back to this round. Okay, so yeah. Now we see the bow and arrow, nice block and straight into the up kick. That was for the round as well. That was for the game.
Yeah, it was a big bet really, there, right? That bow and arrow hits, it's over. But all caught up here. Final situation.
Yep.
Shot.
And that was that.
Gets him.
2-1 Lo-Fi King. The Julia Chang, man. Really, really effective. And there he is in the upper bracket finals here with Julia Chang. 2-1, 2-1 puts him there. And he is going to be taking on the winner of Geese Joestar and Rip's pick to win the entire thing, Joe Crush.
That's my pick, but Geese Joestar is going to be a very interesting matchup here because he's got so many top characters. He's got the Geese. He's got the Akuma. He's got the Armor King, which we saw. And great adaptation there in his first set earlier today against ELN, right? We looked like he was just done. 5 rounds straight, whatever. It's like, oh, it's over. You shouldn't have picked that other character first, whatever. But all of a sudden, he's like, hold on a second. I still am very focused. And, I was looking at Geese Joestar's bio they sent us. And he's won a lot of tournaments, traveled to Israel to compete as well. So definitely a strong competitor offline and online. Same for Joe Crush, though, right? And Joe Crush, he's going to be familiar with the Geese, as we talked about, beat Chicorin at Evo. Right. But you can't really let that be in your mind because obviously, maybe your playstyle is different. Earlier today in the EU tournament, we looked at K-Top with the Zafina, and he had a very aggressive Zafina. Everyone else kind of plays this more defensive, backdash heavy style, counter fishing style, whereas K-Top is just rushing in there with stance mix-ups and keeping people honest. And a lot of people's defense couldn't hold up against it. So you really have to test your opponent with your character. And this time the chat says Joe Crush.
Man, they just want your boy to lose.
Yeah, I think that's what this is about. We shall see. Man, they could get one right here, though.
Or maybe they get one right finally. Who knows?
They
61%. So yeah, 6-4 in the favor of Joe Crush. What does that mean in a best of 5? In a best of 3, excuse me. I'm not sure. It's fairly even, I'd say. Slight advantage maybe, but yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to this too. Yeah,
I think we're probably going to see Jack from Joe Crush, and then from Geese Joestar, I'm not sure what we're gonna get. You know, it could be the Akuma again, could be the Armor King again, could be a Lei, a Gigas, who knows? Gigas has some weird changes too, man. Like when you look at the patch notes, you see his buffs, you're like, that's kind of weird. But he's got this while standing one on counter it now, which does that butt flop and they bounce back up.
Right.
So if you get that with the opponent's back to the wall and you're slightly off axis with Gigas, you can convert to full combos with it. There's a couple clips on Twitter about all that. So it's a very situational thing. I don't think a lot of people are going to land that. Like, I don't think we have enough Gigas mains at that high of a level that are going to be even looking for that. But it's there if anyone wants to try to convert it. And it has to be on counter hit, too. So good luck making that work for you.
Yeah,
off-axis, counter hit. Yeah, and if you do, it's going to be cool.
You have to really earn that one. Wow.
Pretty unlikely we're going to see that a day and a half after the patch comes out.
Right. Off-axis counter hit, that is crazy. How would you even set that up? I have no idea. Maybe you guys know in the chat. Let us know if you do. This is indeed a live broadcast. We had EU earlier, and now this is NA coming to you live and direct. So yeah, Joe Crush and Geese Joestar. Man, that Armor King was serious business, though, man. That was a really, really fire Armor King. I don't know. I'm really just taking on a new appreciation for the character more and more. The more I see him, you know, I just enjoy watching Armor King. Yeah, he is also someone I would pick up, by the way. Julia as well, like you were saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, Armor King, he just looks really fun. I like his moveset. He deals with certain characters fairly well. Like, I like the Zafina thing. So yeah, I don't know. I might have to look into this character. We'll see. I
feel like
big King fan as well, and Mishima. So he's got both of those elements there too.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see.
I think the more I see JDCR complain about Armor King and see everyone else do better with Armor King, it makes me like the character more.
Yeah. All right, so match one here.
Ooh, okay.
Man, this is juicy. Upper bracket finals, I believe.
See, I was just talking about how Joe beat Chikrin's Geese with the Jack, right?
Yeah.
And now Geese Joe's going to try out his Geese against it. So this is this opportunity you have where, like, Chikrin couldn't get it done with this character. I'll show you how to get it done with this character. You know, that's so cool. Like, yeah, my Geese could
show you. Yeah,
my Geese could do what Chikrin's couldn't. Like, that's a cool opportunity to even have that opportunity to say that.
So upper bracket semis coming to you now. Winner plays Lo-Fi King in the upper bracket finals. But it is indeed Geese to the Howard versus Jack to the 7. Let's do it.
Jack to the 7. Twilight Conflict 2 going to be the stage. And one of the things about Joe Crush and Jack that he loves to take advantage of, Jack's down 1+2. The big old giant uppercut thing.
Windy haymaker.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, that thing is unpunishable, basically. I don't know who's going to punish it. One day Joe Crush will get punished for it, but he's just like, I'm just going to say this. No one's ever going to nerf this move, and it's just a super S-class launcher for whenever.
Yep. Right, here we go. Right, he just jabs him in the face and gets out of there. Ooh.
Uh-oh. What spacing? The wall's right there. Hey. Counter, I don't think so. First round, Joe Crush.
Solid. Really, really solid.
Oh, yeah. I feel like you gotta be if you're a high-level Jack.
Yeah. Doesn't break the 1+2, though. Should I be worried?
I think that, you know, just Jack's body's big. Sometimes the arms get hidden in there. You're like, well, what was that one? I couldn't see the arms.
Yeah. Oh, what? Things not working here.
Down forward 2, just do it. Hey.
Ooh. Oh, get off me.
Uh-oh. Spent the meter for it, though. Counter it down forward. That didn't go away. Counter hit low pokes, huh?
One round each here.
Wow. Dude, his down forward 2 timing is ridiculous. How does he know?
Sick. Yeah.
Whenever I use Jack and I'm down forward 2ing, I'm always getting punished. I'm like, man, I can't figure out how to use this
Psychic.
move.
Psychic. Just knows.
Debug. Bro. Zumix. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Luckily, he didn't have meter.
Combo. Almost got a bar now. There it is. 1, 2. Step 3 also seen some changes here in this patch. Wow.
Wow, no throw break again.
Not broken. Man, crazy
You
how
should be
much
concerned,
success
Ryan.
that throw has. Yeah, not looking good.
Sweep
Well, the
the
chat said
leg.
he's going to win, so...
He hit a button there?
I don't know, man. Nerves?
Debug caught everyone another one.
Another
oh my
debug.
goodness. Huge lead and a tombstone pile driver. Boom!
Wow. Chunk of damage. Cleans his clock there with that. Joe Crush with the first game. Man, that's crazy. Channel points on the line. I know the chat's going to be happy with that one. At least 61% of them.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, interesting stuff there. You just see nice sidestep one. Perfectly spaced. That's not a quick move. You need to be really accurate with that when you're reading. So, yeah, really sick read. But, yeah, just had him pinned up against the wall. Nowhere for Geese Joestar to go. And that was it. Sidestep 3. Trying to fight back here in game 2. Again, success with the back 1+2 break. Oh, well, lack of one. Yep. Had him pressed up against the wall here, and this time we saw a break.
Yeah, the meter worked out, and then the down for counter is right
Spend
here.
the meter, yeah. That's meter well spent. It started his pressure and it allowed him to get the W off the counter, hit it down 4. Really good.
Yeah, you can see he didn't really get the meter again, right? So he had a couple of opportunities throughout the game after that where he could have converted bigger, but the meter wasn't there for him because he spent it in the previous round.
Yeah, he didn't have it here when he needed it. So yeah, it's one of those things. You've got to be really careful with your resources. But I mean, I think spending it to win the round is worth it, right? If it gets you the round, I think that's money. I think that's cash well spent. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like one mistake here. Oh no, this was his chance. This was what tied it up. But again, he had spent the meter there for it. Final round situation, Joe Crush with the perfect, obviously. So now he gets to choose, right? We know that Geese Joestar has like 5 characters he listed for us. Geese didn't work out. Do we get Armor King here? What do we get? Lay, Gigas?
Geese again.
Geese again?
Yep. Not guess again, Geese again.
Geese again.
Geese again. All right, here we go. So. Whew. I wonder what strategy. I mean, it wasn't a bad game. It was final round. It was final round, right? Last round was a perfect, so last round was a bit of a blow up, but like it was a final round game.
And the way that Joe Crush went in the final round was crazy. Like he was like debug after debug. I was like, whoa, he's just pressing.
Yeah. But that was kind of risky. I mean, if any of those got blocked or low parried, it could have been different. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
Come
let's
with
see
his
what
Art
happens
of
here.
Fighting
Game
2 final boss costume.
Oh yeah. That was a nice try for the hug there, even without range. And again, the down forward 2 timing, man. He's a true Jack main. Hey.
He is indeed. Look at the damage.
Wow.
I guess the while standing 1.
Bro.
Oh man, the read's too good right now. Yep.
Oh yeah, and even if he lost that, he didn't have the meter behind it, so it would have been okay.
True.
You can see him go for these forward 1+2s. Like, what are you gonna do if you block this? Now he's got a bar. I assume that Joe will stop doing the hug. Let's see. He might still try to do it at Punisher Pukin though.
Ooh.
Still went for it. Look at that.
Punches. Oh, he got him. Gets to
There
save
we
the
go
meter
on
as
the
well.
board.
Nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful for him. This is what he needed in that first game. He was out of meter too early, right? So if he can get up to 2 bars, he'll be in much better shape now.
Definitely needed that, man. Shame.
Ouch.
Right, hit on the ground. Sliced it 1. Ooh.
Dude, he's just go for it all day. He's like, you know, you're not punishing me for this. I'm just going to keep going for it. And this is a big damaging combo for Jack. Look at that.
Oh,
Bounce.
Man, off the wall.
Oh, no.
1+2.
I love him jumping in there. Keep him thinking about other things.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes for a low, right, that's going to be big damage. He's got 2 bars. I mean, that could have been a world of hurt.
All right, set point, Joe. 2 bars for Joestar. Are we going to spend one soon? Hug. Ouch. Oh, boy.
Gets picked up the back 3-2. Over to the wall we go. And this might be it right here.
Done. Wait a second, it's Geese Howard.
This is not over yet. Goes straight into the Rager.
Yeah, that was kind of odd, considering the combo he had. Could have went for wall balance. I don't know. But let's see if he can... Oh, my God. What the heck? Why? Why did you make him stand up?
Oh,
Mix
no.
the mix! I can't believe it!
Mid. He went mid. He thought it was low and he crouched and got hit.
Cannot believe he's still in this. Let's go. Punish that. Man, if he had saved one bar though, oh boy. He's gonna get the bar before the end of the round.
He's almost got a bar right now. Yep. Almost got it.
I was like, he's
a down
Pukin to get the meter.
That's not good.
Okay, there's the throw break this time. There's the debug.
Debug. Another break. He's got a bar now, Rip. He's got a bar. 2 Rip Yukins.
He's got one. He can win. 1 launcher. Oh, he went for it. He spent the bar. That's terrible for him. This is absolutely terrible. Spend more. Okay, what do we got? Rage mode.
This is close. This is really close.
Throw.
Oh, there's a break. How did he see that?
Down forward 2, of course. I knew it too. I was like, dude, he's just running in here. It's over. Doesn't even need it.
He doesn't need to.
Oh, and the pop off after.
The key charge. Man, what a close game that was.
You could see there at the end that Joe had a read on how he was approaching, and he would always just approach the same way. He's like, I'm going to down 4-2 this guy. And I saw it come from like a mile away. I was like, oh no, he's going to run in and get caught by down 4-2 again. It happened to him like 3 or 4 times in the entire set, right? And that time, Joe, on point. You know, when you're that kind of a jack main, and you've got that down 4-2 timing, it's so risky just to push like that. And once he spent the bar, it became way harder for him, right? I mean, obviously it worked out that he got some damage off it because he hit the double Rabukin, which is, you know, kind of something you don't really find in neutral like that, but he made it work for him. But Joe Crush, man, moving on in the bracket and chat. Congratulations. You guys are way better than the EU chat. You guys nailed it. You guys got one right. You know, you guys got one right.
Finally got one. Finally got one prediction right, which is great. Which is great. Joe Crush, 61% of you. Congratulations. Got those channel points in the mix now. Awesome, awesome stuff. Man, that was a crazy set though. Oh, I really thought Joe Star was going to bring it back at one point because it was literally just that close.
He made me believe, you know, that 4th round of the 2nd game when he was basically dead. We're like, we both said it might be done here. And then all of a sudden the crazy comeback goes to the mix. Joe ducks. The mid hits him at the end. I couldn't believe it. Well played, Geese Joe Star.
It was really nice.
Man, that was wild. Back and forth the whole way through. And yeah, Chad, it only took you 6.5 hours to get one right. That's impressive. That's impressive. You got the prediction. We in there. Not going to be a flawless victory on us. Not today. Not today. But let's go ahead and take a look at this bracket, see where that leaves us.
Lo-Fi King is going to be taking on Joe Crush in the upper bracket finals. Man, both of these guys looking unstoppable right now. This is definitely the immovable object meets the unstoppable force, and I can't wait to see it. I want all the action. Give me all the smoke. And then in the lower bracket, you can see Moika Tsunaki has eliminated Undefeatable King. So it's GG's for Undefeatable King here. And he moves forward to take on Joe Star, who we just had in our last game in that lower bracket semis. And then on the other side, it is going to be Zen Alpaca versus ELN, and the winner of that match will take on Divine Exorcist, which we will show the winners of. So yeah, that's it. Next match is going to be our upper bracket finals, I believe. I mean, it's absolutely insane here. And if you guys like what you see and you want to get involved in any of the action here, the website that you need to know about is compete.playstation.com. That website needs to be your best friend. You need to log it into your browsers, into your brains, put it into your phones, make sure it's everywhere. Get posters, hang up on your bedroom walls. That's the link you need, right? And yeah, head on over there. There are tournaments you can sign up for Tekken 7 and lots of other games as well. Seriously, it's like free to enter. You might win some money. You get great tournament experience. You might make some new friends. It's an amazing, amazing thing, guys. So we've got
seeing these guys in the chat saying GG's to each other. So I'm like, oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. I mean, it's what it is. This is a community. We're all here for the love and passion that we have for games through Sony's hard work and efforts and a great, amazing broadcast team. So shout outs to those guys for making this all happen for us here. And this is the thing, you know, we've got more great Tekken coming to you. The upper bracket finals, you're not going to want to miss any of the action. But we're going to cut to a short break right now. And when we get back, I want to know the answer to this question. Which round is the hardest round to win? I tested the EU guys, now it's your turn. Think about that. We'll be back after a short break. See you in a minute.
Round 5. Round
Hello everyone and welcome. If you're just joining us, this is the PlayStation Tekken 7 Fight Nights for North America, and it's been super sick. We're in the top 8. We're deep into the top 8 right now. We've got the upper bracket finals coming up for you next. I'm Reinhardt and I'm joined by Rip, and this has just been absolutely insane. But to answer the question, you guys are probably waiting with bated breath for the answer to my question that I posed to you before the break. The answer to the question, which is the hardest Tekken round to win? The answer is the round where your opponent has nothing to lose. That's the hardest round to win. Wouldn't you agree, Rip? What do you think about that?
I didn't believe it until we saw it after you told me last time. I actually didn't know what the answer was. When you first asked the question, I thought like maybe it's the first round because we have no information yet. Maybe it's the last round because they're fighting back so hard, or final round situation. But it makes a lot of sense. Once an opponent is down 2 rounds and their whole life is on the line, they're gonna try something different, right? They're gonna bring out something that you're not expecting because they have nothing to lose. And so I like that answer. It's a very interesting way of thinking about the game. It's not necessarily moves. We were just talking about it during the break. It's not like now they're going to use this move instead, right? It could just be that they're going to change their strategy towards you. Yep, exactly. So yeah, guys, make sure that you think about that when you're 2-0 up and it's hard to win the round. Maybe you kind of think about that and readjust your strategy and focus to win there. So yeah, speaking of winning, we're going to find out who's going to win here today in the top 8. We've got Lo-Fi King, who's going to be taking on one of the picks from Rip. Well, the pick of Rip to win the entire bracket here, Joe Crush, who is definitely looking like a menace here. Hasn't dropped a single game so far, whereas we do have Lo-Fi King, who did have a close call in with Divine Exorcist there in that upper bracket semi. But that's going to be our next match. I mean, both Divine Exorcist and Geese Joestar are in the bracket still, down there in the lower bracket, swimming in the Shark Tank with these strong players down there. I mean, we're going to see one of those guys at least later on, maybe both of them, who knows. And but for now, yes, Lo-Fi King, the Julia Chang is working out. The pick is working out, Rip. I mean, it's looking really strong. He's been able to just come through the bracket, tearing through everything in his path. But Joe Crush is a different kind of machine by the looks of it. It is, and of course, a different machine named Jack 7. This winner's final is going to be a best of 5, though, right? So there's a couple more games played, and we know that Lo-Fi King has the King and the Falcon Rom as well. So if the Julia isn't working out, there could be a switch there. As I mentioned, Joe Crush did have a Julia of his own, so he's got the experience there against that character or knowledge of that character. So this should be a very interesting one. I'm very curious to see how Lo-Fi King does because I didn't know that Lo-Fi King had a Julia before today, and the Julia looks good. I like the way he plays it. I think that the Party Crasher heavy playstyle with Julia is a cool old school throwback, which the character was really designed around. So I think it's an interesting way to check him.
Yeah, no, Lo-Fi King definitely threw a curveball Joe Crush's way. We're gonna see what Joe Crush's batting skills look like as he tries to return fire here, because man, this is gonna be a fire match. You know that Lo-Fi King likes to go on the offense. He's not gonna be letting Joe Crush just do what he wants, right? So this is gonna be a test of the defense for Joe Crush, I believe.
Yeah, and with Joe Crush's last match, we saw a lot of stopping the opponent's approach by using down forward 2. But that really worked better against jabs. It doesn't really work as well against like Julia's Party Crasher elbow,
Crasher, stuff like that. Yeah, true.
Exactly. So this will be an interesting test. What's more interesting to me is that both of these players are from Texas. So I don't know which part of Texas. Texas is gigantic, obviously. So maybe they're familiar with each other. Texas is a gigantic state in America. It's in the South.
So let me see if I can name. Let me see how many places in Texas I can name. I'm not from America, guys, so this is hard for me. Okay, Houston, Victoria, Austin, San Antonio, Dallas. Where else in Texas? Victoria.
You did that one already.
Did I do Victoria already? Wait, did Victoria, Austin?
Is that one even in Texas? I didn't know that was in Texas.
It is. There's Victoria. There's Victoria in Texas.
I believe you. There's got to be one.
Victoria, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, Austin. I think I've got 5. I've got 5 places.
Yeah. The only one I have over you.
Oklahoma? No, that's somewhere else.
No, that's a state.
That's a state, right? Yeah, sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself right now.
All I got is El Paso above you. I think we have everything else the same. So I had an El Paso. You had a Victoria. Victoria sounds very European too. I wouldn't have guessed I was in Texas.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
that's why.
Victoria,
I mean, I
Texas.
think I know it because we have a Victoria in London, right? So for me, it's like, oh, there's a Victoria there. Oh, cool, I remember
Yeah.
that. So yeah, that's why I remembered that one. So yeah,
All right. So
and
we got the same number of places.
I think Steve Austin's from Victoria, if I'm not mistaken.
No way.
I think
No
Steve
way.
Austin is from Victoria, Texas.
That doesn't sound real.
Guys in the chat, you gotta help me out, please.
That can't be real. I don't believe that at all. I think it's from Dallas.
You gotta help me out, guys. Oh man. So we're gonna get a match to you as soon as possible. We're just waiting for some response from the players. All right. So yeah, you guys are gonna help me out with my Steve Austin search. But yeah, Texas, a massive state, 3 times the size of London. So yeah, that tells you everything. So yeah, I don't know what match we're gonna have right now, but I'm hyped for whichever one it's gonna be because all of this top 8 are just complete fire. So yeah, but if it is gonna be Joe Crush versus Lo-Fi King, then I mean I like what you said about it being harder to interrupt the mids. Like Party Crasher, yes, down forward 1 hard to stop as well because it's one of those moves that it's unreactable. I think the strength of moves like that is that they don't necessarily do crazy damage on impact, but they're unreactable, they close space quickly, and they're just in your face. Like it's there, he's there now. Now you've got to deal with him being right there, And so for a big character like Jack, I think it's hard to kind of get around that. You're a big body, you can't move the same way, you don't have quite the same nimble frame. So yeah, you kind of just get stuck eating frames. So I think if he can guess, if Lo-Fi King can guess correctly, he can really make it tough for Joe Crush. But if Joe Crush is able to, like you say, like predict and interrupt with the down 4-2s, this might snowball downhill really quickly for Lo-Fi King.
Right. And, obviously Joe has a lot of experience against a lot of characters, so he may not, if he sees that there's going to be, like, a situation where, wow, we just got word. I was going to talk about how, he might have another character for a Julian matchup, but we just got word Joe Crush is going to move on in the bracket. He's got another bye. Lo-Fi King did not respond in time. We do have a DQ timer for players. We saw this earlier with Joe Crush. So Joe Crush, he got it bye first round, and then he got past Geese Joestar. Now another bye in the upper finals. That's great. He's in grand finals, skipping a best of 5 situation. He's top 2 guaranteed, and lower bracket is ready, boys and girls. We got Geese Joestar over Moi Kusanagi, which means it's Geese Joestar versus Divine Exorcist over ELN, by the way.
Wow.
So that'll be a good one. We're going to have maybe a 2D matchup with Geese or Akuma versus some Claudio, perhaps.
Wow. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Yeah. So, not really sure what to say there, but yeah. Bracket
he was
continues.
Right.
Yeah, he knew all along.
Oh, man.
So
Divine
Exorcist takes out ELN in that lower quarterfinal. Okay, so ELN is out of here. Divine Exorcist moves forward. But yeah, and talk of the devil. Divine Exorcist, we're going to have him up next, taking on Geese Joestar. I mean, Divine Exorcist, talk of the devil. You see what I did there? Anyway.
Thanks for explaining it to me. I was way behind on that one. I was like, oh, what's he talking about?
Versus Geese Joestar. Geese Joestar does sound like a protagonist name, though, right? If we ever had a goodie versus baddie matchup, it would look like this: Geese Joestar versus
Geese
Divine
Joestar.
Exorcist. Dun dun dun.
Yep.
Omen music.
It sounds pretty anime.
Cute Omen music, cute ominous sounds. So yeah. All right, so that's going to be up next. Geese Joestar also very explosive with the Armor King, but maybe we'll get Geese this time, or maybe we'll go back to Akuma. I couldn't tell you, but I think Divine Exorcist is going to be rocking out with the Claudio, because why not? Been doing really well with him, got him this far, and whether it's going on offense and winning with the straight form strat, or weathering the storm and pulling off a comeback, we've seen him do that better than anyone so far in this bracket, so yeah.
Definitely. And this should be a very back and forth matchup based on everything we've seen so far from these players. So I'm pretty excited to see which way it goes down. I'm just very, very curious about what character we're going to get. I feel like that's the biggest question out of Geese Joestar, right? Like, you have the 2D guys, right, which we talked about. But I'm curious if we're going to see this layer, this Gigas. Like, I think the Armor King's most likely here. But I'm very curious about laying this patch. So I'm kind of like secretly hoping we get that, but this is lower bracket semi, so it's only first to 2 here. You don't really have as many games to play with. Right. So I think he's got a lot of better characters, at least historically, previous patch versions, at least better characters. to run with.
Yeah, man.
But
channel points
Blaze,
on the line. What do you guys in the
dude.
chat think? Who is going to win? Is it going to be Geese Joestar? You've seen what he can do with Armor King. Very dangerous, very deadly. And you guys did go with Geese Joestar. Wait, hang on a second. I'm not going to take the bait. Doesn't this mean that Divine Exodus is going to win? You can't trick me, guys. You're not going to do it. No.
Hey, they got one right. They got one right
did.
before.
Or
they
maybe
might
they're on
make
a
it 2
roll.
in a row. They could be on a roll,
Interesting.
Ryan. You got to consider that.
Yep, I definitely was. I definitely was not giving these guys enough credit. I mean, that was a really, but the Joe Crush. Come on, that was easy.
Yes.
This is
Was it
hard.
easy?
I don't know.
This one, I think, is harder.
Yeah,
This
is
one is definitely
harder.
a more difficult one to predict for anybody.
All right,
it's a coin flip, and the chat seems close. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's. Yeah, I don't know what to think. I was gonna feel pretty confident first about the chat's choice, but I think about how Divine Exodus plays with the sidestep hopkicks, and I'm thinking about against Kuma Fireball.
And then against Armor King or something like that. Like I like Divine Exodus for this. I think his clutch is better. I think his clutch. Because these matches have been crazy. Some of them have come down to like the last big read, right? And if he's going to be playing like that with them, like split second sidestep hop kicks and that, no.
You know what? A big factor here though is that sometimes certain players they've got a mind block against 2D. They can just be like, "Oh, I hate playing against this 2D," blah blah blah, and they don't even play the same anymore, right? They
True.
Like, "Oh my gosh, he threw a projectile at me. I can't play anymore."
Yeah, no, it's
they
true.
just shut down, right?
Happens all the house. You walk in the house, you walk in the 2D house, you leave half your tactics at the door. I totally get that. This is what it is. So we'll see what happens here. Maybe he can, think about that now and kind of like get his head around what it's going to be if he has to go up against either a Geese or a Goki. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll find out, man. It's hard to really... Because sometimes you have to just renew your entire strategy board versus a 2D character. Like, I'm not going to play the traditional Tekken that I know. I'm going to play like this, where every time Akuma does Demon Flip, I'm going to do Power Crush. Or I'm going to jump and meet him with a hop kick in the air. I'm going to do a parry. I'm going to sidewalk. Like, you have to just have this kind of muscle memory for certain inputs versus the 2D characters, So, yeah, I don't know. Interesting though. Interesting. They've definitely introduced a new flavor of the game to everyone that we would never have imagined in our wildest dreams Tekken could look like and feel like, right? So yeah. No Eliza's.
That was
though.
one of my
favorite
favorite
moments.
moments
So far. Which one? Which moment?
Just the moment that they revealed Akuma. Because the way they hyped it up was like, there's a doorman standing behind Kazumi or whatever. Like, who is this doorman? Who's this mysterious doorman? And then they revealed it at like in Japan, I remember. And I was watching it from home during the stream, and it was like, Akuma, and I'm like, Akuma's the doorman? Like, what is this? Like, how is Akuma in Tekken?
That's
and
crazy.
then everyone lost their mind, right? It was like, wait, what? Akuma's going to be in Tekken?
Yeah, that's nuts.
And then not only that, he's connected to the story? Like, how does that happen, right? And then we all started looking at the clips that were coming out, like, uppercut, does that mean he can just uppercut through strings? Like, anytime, any string you're doing? Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy. That's not going to work. But they made it work, right? Like, it's a pretty impressive feat, introducing that new playstyle to Tekken, as you mentioned. It's not something we ever expected to happen, and they did, honestly, a pretty good job. Obviously, the character's still very good. I think they just want to keep him good, to be honest. But I think that, it's pretty impressive that the way that they made him work with the Tekken system.
Yeah, no, it's a great job from the developers. I mean, obviously he's had complaints about being too strong and stuff like that, but the fact that he could be implemented into the system of Tekken is already a great feat. That's a great accomplishment, And then not even just Akuma, but then you've got, Noctis that came in from Final Fantasy. You've got Geese Howard that came in from SNK. You've got the one other, Akuma. You've got Negan from The Walking Dead. You've got Eliza that came in as an original character. I mean, there's just so much work that's gone in to give Tekken so many branches of new flavor, right? So many different things to make it as fresh and original, like to just renew the franchise as much as possible. So yeah, no, it's a great job.
I was just wondering, like, do you think that they knew that they were gonna put Geese in when they started building Eliza for Tekken Revolution? Like, do you think they knew that far ahead that was gonna be a direction? I never considered it until you just were talking about it right now, and I was like, wait a second.
I don't
they
know.
know way back then? Like, I think back then they might have known about Akuma in my head. But that was like 5 years before or something.
I don't know. You know, I might have another interview with one of my guys there. You know, I had a nice chat with Mishima Star. Can't talk too much about that. But and we have the lobby coming up for you guys momentarily, so do stay tuned. But yeah, I think they probably did have it all planned, but I don't know about Negan. But I think they had like Geese Howard planned. But I think maybe they were in talks. You know, these are very sensitive IPs, right? Probably takes a while for things to, you know, to kind of cut through the red tape and stuff like that. So maybe this was part of the plan. Maybe the whole thing was to just have this release schedule for new IP, and you know, it was planned from the get. I don't know about every character, but I think that from the beginning, the idea was to always have new IP coming into the game.
Sure, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And we get the Gigas, dude.
Ooh,
and the Lars.
This guy keeps us guessing, doesn't he? From Armor King to Gigas to Akuma, like he just keeps us on our toes all the time. And yeah, it's not going to be Claudio. What's the like? I want to understand this. Did he not pick Claudio because he didn't want to fight Julia with Claudio? Like, what's the reads here? Where did Gigas come into this? Is Gigas a counterpick for Claudio? Like, I really want to interview these guys and ask, like, what was the mindset here? Like, what's going on? This is crazy. Two characters we haven't seen in either tournament today. 6 hours of gaming, 6 hours of Tekken, 7 hours of Tekken. We haven't seen either of these characters. Man, this is insane.
Gigas being chosen over Geese Howard and Akuma.
Look at the attire. This looks like a battle for the Roman Empire. Look at the costumes. This is insane.
Boom! Look the tables.
Pharaoh versus Pharaoh here right now. Best of 5.
Good low parry. And look at this wall carry from Lars. Crazy. Hey. The get up kick time. Drop the combo.
Yeah.
Get off me. That would have killed him.
That would have been bad damage, yeah. Oh.
He had the counter, actually.
Man.
Good duck. Small punish. What the heck?
Oh.
Wow. Wall stun. Oh, new tactics.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Just about lost that round there.
That was sick. Lars, his wall crush is off the forward 3. He's the only person that has a 2-hit natural combo from a low that does the wall crush. So very interesting one there. And
Joestar doing much better this round. Found his place of control, but hang on a second. Divine X is trying to bring it back. Runs in for the pressure. Goes mid on the plus. No follow-up. He made him whiff the wall rising 3, but he didn't get a punish.
He should have leaked out forward 1.
Oh. It goes low. There's a break. He needed that. Is it enough? Oh.
Single jab walking out. Mid blocked. Single jab doesn't kill, but the down 3 does.
That does. Yes, 1 round each here.
In and out there. Oh man. And you know, he's just hesitating a little bit, right? He's getting these whips, he's baiting them. You can see him like walking back out, and then the whip happens and he's not ready to punish still.
Yeah. Every time.
Punish. Oh, just a little low kick. Wow.
Ooh, got tripped up.
Hey. What? He was facing the wrong way and got the balcony break.
Still gets both hits.
Good throw breaks right now, too. That's a wall splat. That's a round.
That's it, man. All over. 2 rounds to 1 here for Divine Exorcist. Keeping the lead strong. Round 1-1-1. All a combo on counter hit.
Oh, no. Oh, he wanted the new tactics.
He wanted it. Trying to put on a show for us.
Hey.
Bang, bang, bang.
Uh-oh. Gotta get your unblockable? Yeah. Had a feeling. He was mid a few times there.
Oh.
Uh-oh, is it enough to kill? It is.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh,
that
Divine
X damage on the ground.
Got the first game. Calling his friends to let him know, man, he didn't block the razor half. Got him.
Boy, that shoulder block on the floor. Giga's going to need a medic after this game. Now it's crazy. 1-0. Divine Exorcist takes it with the last pick, no doubt. I didn't see that coming. Giga's pick, I'm not sure what that was about. I'd love to know. But yeah, it was a close game either way. Could have gone either, especially that last round there. Could have gone either way.
The Gigas wasn't terrible. I think, honestly, the biggest issue for Geese Joestar was just that he wasn't getting the whip punishes he was setting up.
Yeah.
There were quite a few opportunities he had where he would backdash and you'd see the whip, and then there wouldn't be a down 2 behind it or a down forward 1 or anything. So it's just kind of bizarre.
No, I think the Gigas could still win. I don't think he needs to change character necessarily. No, not at all.
I think he probably will change characters though, because I think that he's got a lot of better characters. Put it that way.
Right. I think it was enough of a
literally
disturbance
all of
in
his
the
characters
force
may be better. Yeah.
It was enough of a disturbance in the force to think that maybe you want to pick someone else.
Yeah, the low pair from Divine on the down back too early probably set the tone too. So it's like, oh, I can't use my bigger one. I got to use the quicker ones. Look at that crazy back turn balcony break from Lars. Unbelievable. Oh man, the shoe shine is good. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so shoe shine into the 1-on-1. Got it. And here, this is close here. This unblockable was pretty obvious because he had done the mid a few times there, so it's pretty clear that he wasn't going to duck. But he mistimed that, and that cost him.
That was it, yeah. That was
The
all it
flip
came
the
down
tables
to.
move,
That little piece of health. That was like one move, you know.
If it had at least had been on block, it would have been fine. Lei Wulong, my first time seeing him on the new patch. All right.
Wow, Lei Wulong is here to play, guys. I did not expect that either. This is nuts.
Yeah.
How many characters does Geese Joestar have? We're gonna have to change his name to Lei Joestar, Gigas Joestar. We got so many names for this guy.
The big change for Lei here, Tiger 4-1 in stance gives him more frames now. So Tiger 4-1 was Snake 4-1 into Tiger stance is plus 6 now. So you cannot down jab the mix up after. So it's hard for play to interrupt. Plus he's got a lot of drunken stance positives now. So we will see. And man, this is beatdown though. It's not even getting started. Here we go.
Wait. I got to show you any of that stuff.
Oh gosh. Yes.
Oh, okay.
See?
Bringing it back 4-4-3.
Launch that.
Ooh.
Oh.
Man, there's the rage drive. Look at that.
That would have been the round.
Pushback. Would have been.
It would have been the round, and it's not.
Man. Down 1-3. Takes him out.
Man, and again, he gets these single backdashes. Divine whips in front of him. He does nothing behind it.
Oh, catches him ducking.
Good float conversion. Divine's Lars looking pretty good though, I gotta say.
Looking sick, man. I remember now, he's picked Lars before. I remember before thinking his Lars was sick when he played him last time. Okay, Crane to Panther stance. Oh, Razor Rush.
Oh, he's scared right here. The rage. What the heck? The jump on accident works out in his favor.
Wow.
There's no way that was intentional, right?
That was precisiongaming.com, boy.
I mean, he is a 2D player with Geese and Kuma. Maybe that's his tech. I don't know.
That was ridiculous. Oh,
wow,
that's a
Crane.
big hop kick.
Good block.
Goes into...
No.
No follow-up.
Yeah, but doesn't matter. Set point. Divine, this is first to 2 here. Lower semis.
Oh, man. So Geese Joestar facing elimination down the barrel right now. Needs to get this round. It's going to be with Lei all the way here.
No launch again.
Tiger stance. Oh.
What? How did that running one miss?
I don't know. Oh, there's a big hop kick again. Over to the wall now. Going to try and do max damage here if he can. Keeping him pinned. Goes low on the Razor Rush. Oh, man. Not enough yet, though. Divine Exorcist gets a flow.
Too hard. Not enough.
Gets a 1-1-1 and the mid to close it out. And that is all she wrote for Geese Joestar, who exits stage left here at the hands of Divine Exorcist Lars. Man, the Lars is looking really strong. I'm surprised we're only seeing him now. He looks just as good as the Claudio. Sick.
Yeah, but you know, at the same time though, Geese Joestar, his punishment was not very good against Lars either, right? Like,
yeah,
there was up forward threes there. If they were launched, I think those would have been full rounds for the Lei.
Yeah.
So he could have had at least 2 rounds there with the Lei, you know, just from correct punishment against the up forward threes.
Yeah.
So
see he wasn't comfortable. It wasn't like with the Armor King where he was in his comfort zone. They looked like to be either some nerves or just some, unfamiliarity with the situational stuff with the character. Just a lot of things coming together, maybe. Unfortunate, but yeah, it happens, Yeah.
Regardless, Divine Excess will be moving ahead with that one.
Yeah.
But nicely done. We got to see the Lars out of him as well, right? Because we'd only seen the Claudio today. Now we see the Lars is warmed up, so both the characters are warmed up here. And look at that arc blast whiff punish. That was very nice.
That was really sick, yeah.
Gotta have it ready.
Oh,
Hey,
nice
hey,
sidewalk
look at
there.
that.
The 1-1-1 wall splat.
Yeah, here was the Tiger stance. After Snake, and there it is. See, like that's a loss. That's it. The round's over.
But
instead,
I see what you mean.
yeah, that it should have been over right there. That would have been the first round for delay. Instead, Divine comes back for it.
Yeah, I saw what you were talking about that. Yeah, that was definitely dead. Downstairs. Another character. Oh, and that, I love that.
Yeah.
Hop over the rage drive. That was sick. Yeah, Lars, another sick wall carry character, I have to say.
Oh, for sure. Look at it. The crane hop kicks are good. Yeah, Wall's in the way, though. Couldn't maximize the combo. This is just a great block from Divine.
And then he gets the low, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty easy cleanup there.
The crane of 4-3s were working, too. But then he started forcing it a little too much, right? Like that, exactly.
Again,
forcing it too much. And then this looks like the end right here. The 1-on-1, yeah, there it is. Boom! Mixed up, and that is it. Divine X is moving into the top 3. No, into the top 2, I forgot.
Top 2, yeah, this is it,
Oh, wait, no.
This is
yeah, because Lo-Fi King never came back. So we went from the lower semis. That was for 4th place if you lost. But if you won, you're guaranteed top 2. That was crazy.
Wow.
That was a lot on the line that we didn't know in that first 2 sets.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, because Lo-Fi King didn't respond again, was in the upper final and the lower final, out of both, but still goes home at 3rd place here. So that's decent for Lo-Fi King. But Divine Exorcist gets a bonus, right? Just like Joe Crush did. So we're going straight into our grand finals. Divine coming up from the lower side, and Joe Crush been chilling up there for a second.
The tail of the tape there, man. 47 wins for Joe Crush, 27 wins for Divine Exorcist. Only, not many losses between them. I mean, only 4 losses for Divine and only 2 losses for Joe Crush. And the win ratios are very high here. 87% win ratio for Divine. But man, a whopping 96% win ratio for Joe Crush. He's barely lost. He barely understands the word defeat. I mean, this is insane. So yeah, I mean, shout outs to Lo-Fi King, great performance. You know, it's unfortunate because he was in a great position to do really, really well here. Maybe even find himself a seat in the grand finals as well. So who knows? You know, he was unresponsive. At some point, we have to move on. That's just how it works, right? So yeah, this is what it is. It's going to be Divine Exorcist versus Joe Crush for the finals. Let us know. Get those channel points on the line. Who do you think is going to win this? Divine Exorcist is coming out of the lower bracket. He needs to win 2 sets. It's going to be best of 5 here in the grand finals. Joe Crush just needs to win 1 set of best of 5. If he gets 3 games, it's a wrap. He's your champion today, and that's it. So 70% of the chat say Joe Crush is going to win this one. He's going to crush Divine Exorcist. So 30% of you are like, we'll see. So let's see what's going to happen.
Man. I think that Joe Crush.
Who won the last one? Who won? Did they win the last bet? What did they bet last time?
They bet on. I don't remember. Was it Geese Joestar or Lo-Fi?
I think it was like 61%.
For someone.
Geese
but who was the someone? I think it was. So they were wrong again, right? Yeah, they're back to being wrong. They're only right when Joe Crush is on the screen. That's it.
Oh man. Oh boy. Okay. Man, well, it happens. It happens. Joe Crush is just too broken, right? So that's why everyone knows they're in safe hands when they put their channel points on him.
We'll see though. Like I feel like Joe obviously has the Jack, very good with the Jack, but I feel like if you have someone who's very good against Jack, it could become a problem, right? So
I think Lars isn't a bad pick here. I think Lars and Claudio are both good here.
Yeah,
so
I think so too.
Yeah, gonna be interesting.
Let's see. Chat's like, we got this. We're gonna get this one right. We'll see about that. I mean, definitely, like I said, Joe probably the favorite. He was my pick from the beginning of this whole thing, just because of how well he's been doing the last month or so. In addition to how well he's been like improving over the last year. But we shall see what character Divine's going with. The Claudio Infinite Stage of what they get first. New tactics, baby, out the window. Infinite Stage.
Wow. All right. Let's get to it. Grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. PlayStation Tournaments, Fight Nights, Tekken 7 North American Grand Finals here. It's going to be Joe Crush out of the winner's side, and then Divine Exorcist out of the lower bracket here. Let's go.
Wow, and blocked the down back one star of the round.
Straight away. He knows the matchup. What's going on?
Oh boy.
While standing one, launches in for a
Outspaced.
chunk of damage. Half energy gone just like that.
What? Forward 2 didn't beat the running 2 there? That was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's just a prototype. It's not the proper Jack.
That's just his name. It's the proper Jack.
Just a prototype.
Oh, man. Oh, interesting throw, Oki, there, huh?
Oh, gets the important
Grabs
break.
getting the running 2.
Takes his head off with that.
This is interesting, right? He's forcing him to have to duck, and now you see the mid-mix coming out immediately.
Yeah.
Punish that. Back it up.
Ouch.
Yo.
Man, the match would be over in real life. You get hit by metal like that, you're done.
Boom.
Race drive. Running knee. 4-4-4. Oh, man.
And this is interesting because Joe is just willing to block now, right? So it's like, whether you throw a mid or a high, if as long as I don't duck, none of them do damage to me.
Right.
So that's totally fine.
He knows he's safe from the distance.
And that down forward 1-1 from Jack now. Seconded countered launcher. Seconded only -10 on block, so very safe.
Oh, nice
Spin 'em.
sidestep into the punish. That was sick. And takes it 2 rounds to 1. Man, are we going to have a reset here?
Yo, it's a little early for that, Ryan. First game.
I don't know. We're seeing all the ingredients of one.
Ooh, what a jackhammer.
That
One.
was sick.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
How did the forward 2-2? I've never seen him miss like that, where the first part of forward 2-2 hits, but the second part whiffs. Interesting.
Yeah, you definitely rarely see that. Oh, straight into the debug to open the round.
Dang, get it
the
out of
hop
here.
kick. Ooh. Man,
Ooh, that
the
was
aggression.
perfect.
Oh, sick.
Spin
oh,
him
and again, the
again.
sidestep into
Is
the
that enough
perfect
damage?
punish.
Running
No
2.
fear here.
Boom.
How?
Yo, Divine X says, hey chat, how you feel about that 70% now, huh?
So back to my original question. Are we going to have a reset?
Yes. I see.
So I don't know, man. That was, when you just look at how one guy is dealing with the tools of the other guy, you kind of get an idea of, oh, he could actually go far with this strategy. Because every strong tool that Joe Crush presented, he had some kind of answer, and if he didn't have an answer, he had a way to block it. And that's where you want to be. But yeah, when it came time to, when there's that moment where it's time to guess the game, Divine Exorcist was just ready for the right things. But like you said, it's just game 1. That's just 1-0. We're still a long, long way away from crowning Divine Exorcist a champion, and we're still a long way from a reset. So yeah, let's see what happens. Here we see the replay of some of the earlier action here. Goes for the running knee. Yep. Joe Crush was like, nope.
That forward 2-2 hit just fine, right?
Yeah.
That was a proper punish, and I feel like that's the solid punch of your Claudia.
That is the
And this
one
was the
right
story.
there.
Yeah,
That's the
sidestep
setup. Yep.
into the spinner, dude.
Yeah. I won in the game as well.
Yeah, same thing, right? And we see this in general with Divine X, right? He likes to sidestep in a launcher.
Yeah.
And it's very good. There it is, sidestep in a hop kick.
Yeah.
So when you have Starburst available and you got the mid one like this, it's a safe option to just try to sidestep something
So
and throw out a
good.
launcher.
And that steps away from downfall 2 as well. So that's a problem for Joe Crush. He's going to be looking out for that now. He knows that he likes to do that. He's seen that a few times into a few launches that cost him, really. So yeah, he's going to be looking out for that now, for sure.
Exactly. Jack has answers, though, His jackhammer elbow will track that direction.
Yep.
You got to step the elbow the other direction. So we'll see if Joe Crush is aware of that. I think he is. Brimstone and Fire is going to be the stage, though. But Divine X is, he's a high-level player. We saw at the beginning of this broadcast the highlights of him from the previous Grand Finals, way back when.
This guy
And
only
that
knows
was
Grand
all
Finals.
the way back. Yeah, he's not his first time in a Grand Finals. A lot of sidestep launchers, and he's very good at finding them, right? So
Indeed,
that's the
he
key.
is. Let's see if we can bring the fire right now. 1-0.
What?
Ooh.
That was so far.
What a whiff punish. It was so far the follow-up didn't reach.
Yeah. I think he clipped like the extended hurt box from the kick that Claudia put
That
out.
was wild. So
What a jab.
the 30% of the chat are smiling right now. Like, yeah, boy, I knew what was up.
20 seconds in this round. Oh my gosh, how? How? I'm winding down. Divine's still in this. Ducked it. Blue stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the life lead and finishes it.
Wow! Brings it back.
Dude, how? How?
He rubbed him that first round.
And you can see he's familiar with the Jack matchup and the punishing here.
Yeah. He looks, I have to say, he looks really comfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he just came out of a Jack session or something. Like he looks really comfortable. He just played like 6
I don't like
Jacks
the way
in a
you
row.
said that. Let's go. Get the low parry. Nice.
Yo! The reads! How does he know? Claudio, the clairvoyant here, just reading everything ahead of time.
Not enough to kill. Oh my gosh. And you know Joe was going to throw the launcher there, and he went in with the button. He's like, I'm going to trade it to you at the minimum here.
This is crazy.
He's going down.
He's just controlling Joe Crush right now.
Wow. Dang, the pressure. Oh, and Joe messed up the wall. Someone got it anyway. And that should be that round. There you go.
Wow, 2 rounds to 1 now. Joe Crush is like, okay, it's time to roll the sleeves up. We gotta go to work.
Fishing for the counter and not finding it.
We gotta pay for my oil here.
No punish that time on the down forward 1-1.
man.
Yeah, minimal punish on that too. Uh-oh. Plant the seeds, bro.
Nice. Plus frames again. The conditioning is out. Boy.
right.
Jack's
Joe's-
joints are getting a bit stiff. We need that oil money. Loosen up those joints. And the robot.
And Joe is definitely mixing up the attack options here. A lot more lows, and a lot more for peculiar moveset choice. Not as straightforward. Oh, where did that come from? Dog. What? Is that enough? Yo, the damage, dude! I thought about it. I was like, wait a second. That last hit might actually kill him.
Divine
and it
Exorcist
did.
is playing ridiculous right now. This is insane. I can't believe that killed. And like he was just ready for that. So I think he knew. He obviously knew. He was like, yep, this will take it.
Sure. Yeah, when he did the resplat, and I was like, oh man, wait a second. This is looking to be a 3-hit combo afterwards. Look at the range on that down forward too. That was nutty. But it started off pretty good for Joe. You're looking at life lead, but then all of a sudden one mistake, time's running down, and boom.
Yeah, that was mad. It all just fell apart right at the end there in the last 5 seconds. Here gets the wall carry. He's always at this wall. Every round he just finds himself pinned up against that wall. Divine X is trying to plant him in the wall, trying to embed him in the wall like Apocalypse.
Hey. And yeah, see Joe right there missed the wall standing one beforehand. He's like, wait a second, I meant to do this, and he still found it. Like that's beautiful. It's like, yeah, it's what I meant to do.
That was a good round. That was a sick round.
Oh, but look at this.
And here we really started conditioning him. Look, the setup side step 1, and he goes low again. This was really smart play.
Low kick, yeah.
That was such a sick round.
But the way this ended, man. Look at this running to maximum range, right? Finds this, and then backdash resplat into the full combo. Yeah, that was clean.
Wow, villain type maneuvers here from Divine X is looking really, really strong. You know, I think the number 1 most popular villain of all time in any comic is not Lex Luthor. It's actually the Joker.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, should it be Lex Luthor? But I don't know, yeah.
I think
but it's the
the
Joker.
Joker is definitely a better villain than Lex Luthor. Personally, I always thought Lex Luthor was kind of whack. that's just me. He's just a nerd. Like, all right, whatever. You know? Oh, cool, you're a nerd. That makes you a villain. All right, whatever, dude. You want the world to burn, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. Joker just does it better. I think he just does it better.
Yeah, I mean, Lex Luthor is so evil. He just finds some green rocks. That's amazing. Keep up the good work, Lex Luthor. You know.
Oh man. All right. So speaking of speaking of antagonists doing their work, we've got Divine Exorcist here who's looking for that reset. 2-0. He's in a prime position to get that reset to happen here in the grand finals. But Joe Crush wants to win right now with the Windies, literal ones here. Pinned up against the wall here on Sook in game 3. Looking for the jackhammer. Ooh, the 1-2. Man.
He does it so close sometimes. Very good.
I know. It's like the instant shining wizard that you see the kings do. Just comes out in your face.
It's also his confidence in doing it at that range too, right? He's like, I'm gonna do it right now, watch this. And obviously it's duckable, and it's also got the new wall tact. Look! New tactics! The down forward 1.
Down forward 1. Crazy.
And you know, that's the thing about this, right? It's a new balance patch. He got the wall crush there.
Whoa! Whoa! 3 in a row?
But didn't get anything off it, yeah. And look how little damage it did.
Yeah, it didn't really hurt. For the risk he was taking, it didn't really hurt much. Because like, in any moment in that sequence, he could have eaten a hop kick, right?
Yep. Didn't even duck the extension there, letting him know. Please finish it for next time. 1's on point. Blue stuff incoming. Step. Oh, no step.
Uh-oh. Oh,
did it raw that time. And again, that's going to counter launch it. That's some new tactics.
Button. Man. Uh-oh. Looks like 70% of that to lose their channel points.
A.
One more hit will do it.
Bro,
that's it. Side steps into the mid. Nicely done. Gets around back here. Divine Exorcist.
And I love that it was sidestep left, right? We've seen a lot of sidestep right from him.
True.
Very true.
He actually sidesteps into the wall. That was really smart. Punish.
So he wants to reset right now. He's like, you're up by 1 round, but I got nothing to lose, right? I got nothing to lose. I'm going to change my tactics right now. Wow!
Nice.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, no follow-up though.
I wonder why it didn't reach like Jack's body. I don't know. That down forward 1-1 is killing him.
Oh my gosh! There's the race drive.
Running 2, of course.
Oh, he knew.
Got it. Yikes!
You both called it. You were like running 2. He ducked, got the punish.
Yeah.
Smart stuff.
But even though he ducked it, he didn't launch it either, right?
Didn't get that.
And that's the thing about these new wall crush situations is that the patch is so new that you know everyone wants to go for it. So because it's new, it's more of like this read, like, are you going to go for the new good thing? Go for it.
Yeah.
I know it's a high. I'm going to duck it. But that makes the mids more viable when that happens.
True,
you know, it's a weird mind game when we're this early into the patch life.
More tactics.
Like in a month or 2, then we'll see, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That was right there, right? He got the wall crush and he went for the sidestep 4, and you see Joe Crush just blocked it, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to take a while to see how much this wall crush mechanic really pays out. But for now, you know, I haven't really seen it other than Yoshimitsu.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know if Kazuya's one's a buff because the regular one used to floor on counter hit, but now because of the new mechanic, it doesn't floor on counter hit. So
exactly,
it's kind of like mid-screen, it's nerfed. So that's a bit weird, but we'll see what happens.
But then, like, it also depends, like, per character on how much frame advantage it gives you and what that allows you to do with it, right?
Yeah, definitely. All right, so this is where it got dicey right at the end here. They went for the raw running too. And Joe Crush.
And if it hits there, he wins, right? Like if Joe Crush had done like a while standing 4 or something there, or hit any other button that was standing, there weren't 2 connects in that situation. And all of a sudden, boom, we got a reset. This time though, we go to Mishima Building, and Divine still up 2 games to 1. Joe Crush can still bring it back and end this tournament right here in this set. We'll see. Small stage here though, going to be good for both characters, I think.
All right, so let's get into this. It's 2-1 right now. Claudio's still up on games. Divine Exorcist needs 1 more for the reset. It's not over. He just needs 1 more game. Then we have a reset bracket. But I know that that Joe Crush definitely wants to close out in this set if possible, right? He wants to get 2 straight games and leave.
Without a doubt. That's the way to do it, man. Otherwise, you're wasting a lot of energy even trying to get this closed out here.
Exactly. So...
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. The chunks of damage there. And he's just feeding him loads for breakfast, lunch, and dinner here.
Down forward 1, had a feeling.
Oh man. He made him eat all of that. Perfected. My word. Punish. Gets floated though. He tried to double up there.
I don't know if he thought that more low was going to come from Joe or what, but man, Joe is steamrolling this game right now. Oh, stuff the debug.
Yeah, slow on startup, that is.
Beautiful.
Clips him.
Yeah, Joe just backdashed out of the range that time. Power
Oh,
crush.
Power crush gets the wall
Doesn't
splat.
pick it up. Oh, it's enough though. It's enough.
2 straight rounds here. 1 more round to tie this up.
Oh my God, 3, 4. No hop
Was that
kick.
4?
And launched,
oh, and
yes.
then the launch.
He's in his head.
In his head now, definitely.
Hey. Back 2. Back 2. +5. Down back 1.
my-
Perfect.
I think someone from the chat just sent him a message like, guys, we've got 70% of us vote on you to win. You better win this. Wow,
that
what a
game was a
dominant round.
beatdown. Yeah, the entire game was dominant.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Man.
Does that
what
dash
happened?
up 5 down back 1s? That was insane.
I think it was 4 in a row that time, and then he just
Then he got
waited.
the
He's like,
big
"Are you gonna throw out
launch.
the hop kick?" Yeah, because I think he wanted to like get whiff punch the hop kick, but then nothing happened. Then he ran up and ducked in his face, and then he did the while standing one. I was like, "Oh boy!"
All right, guys.
Very
So
nice.
the next game is a big one. It is either
Yes.
Joe Crush takes the entire tournament, or we get a full bracket reset between these two. So yeah, big things. Whoever wins this one.
And jackhammer there into forward 2. I love that unblock.
Yeah, this first round he just had him lost. And he tries to finally move and gets down forward 1. Yeah, it was just so hard. Man.
And then this wall carry here, you're back in the same position. Like I said, this stage is good for both characters. Jack loves walls, small stage. He can
does.
find a wall anytime he has offense. Claudio, decent with wall pressure as well. But look at this. Beautiful whiff punishment there from Joe. Uh-oh. Power crush is good, but a little bit... He tried to sidestep to get the realignment right, but
Yeah, I see
don't even
that,
know that he
yeah.
needed to. I feel like if he had just done it, the shoulder might have killed. It seemed like the right idea
It
at
was
the
that
time.
final round. The dominance continued
Yeah.
after the down back 1 barrage. Over at the wall here.
Hey.
And then look at that chunk of damage gone again. And oh my god, another 2 perfects in that one game. Crazy.
Wow,
crazy.
and look at
So
this.
here we go,
random.
guys. Arctic Snowfall it is. And again, Divine Exorcist needs this game to stay alive in the tournament and reset the bracket. Joe Crush, if he gets this, it is curtains for Divine Exorcist, and Joe Crush will take the tournament. Let's see what happens. No Walls is
can't
going to be...
believe-
I think he's going to be happy about that after that last game.
I think so. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. I can't believe they ran to an infinite stage after the last game. Like the really small stage to a really infinite stage,
Ooh,
right?
gets the counter hit. Good start here for Divine Exorcist. Starburst.
Oh my gosh, sidestep 2 this time.
Wow.
Hey. Punish that. Man, Bulma is not in rage yet? How did this happen? This is so crazy close to rage for both of them. Throw break, yes. Power crush is
Ooh.
good. Baseball slide, safe.
Wow.
He's in there.
Round 2.
And that move, that looks like a bat swing as well, right? The move he did before that.
Baseball robot, dude. The future. Launch, nice. People rarely block that.
That was sick.
Whoa!
What is going on here? Insane interactions.
He's
Claudio
living.
needs
Oh,
this round. Uh-oh.
Joe could've killed him.
Uh-oh.
power
Oh, the
crushed.
Power crush. Smart idea. Clever stuff. 1 round apiece. The next 2 rounds are big. Who's going to get them, though? Fishing for that mid. Joe Crush. Just looking for damage wherever he can take it. Forward 2. Nice low pair on the down back 1. Great read here. Divine Exorcist now. Back on the attack. Joe Crush backing up. Creating some space for himself. Back in the fray here now. Look at this.
Yeah, could have had the down 2-2 there a second ago. Divine Exorcist. He's chilling. He likes the infinite stage. He gives more pace, but gets
he
caught
gets
with the
launched.
wild standing
That's
one.
going to be the round. And Joe
Tournament
Crush is
point.
on tournament point right now. 1 more round. 1 more round. Divine Exorcist
that's
is
what I'm
getting
talking
chipped
about.
away. He's in trouble, guys. Divine Exorcist,
Big
is this
trouble.
curtains for him? He's lost over half life. Joe Crush looking way too strong.
Why is that only -10? That's so silly.
Oh my gosh. And this is it. One more hit's going to do it. And
There
that
you
is
do
all
it.
she wrote. Joe Crush is your Sony PlayStation Fight Nights Tekken 7 champion for North America. Congratulations. What a run from that man. What a solid, dominant performance. The grand finals looked a bit rocky at first, but his elevation of strategy just came through at the end. And by the end, it was very, very one-sided. Congratulations to Joe Crush, winning in the winner's side.
Yeah,
awesome
definitely, man. Very clean play throughout. Didn't drop a set to anybody here tonight, but nicely done. Divine Exorcist as well, you know, played very well in this matchup. Had the first 2 games, but Joe really clutch master, dude. He's been grinding. He's been playing non-stop, I feel like. If there's an online tournament, this guy's in it. But here you see it here, the baseball slide,
that was sick.
guaranteed.
Yeah, the baseball bat into the baseball slide. It was really sick. And yeah, you see Divine Exorcist trying to fight back. Couldn't really get it going as well as he did in the beginning. You know, in the first 2 games, something just didn't click. Nice power crush there, though. But yeah, that's pretty much all that went well after that, you know. Just seemed to fall apart. Joe Crush was able to get all the clutch launches. And nothing big happened in the last round until the very end, you know. Everything was just chipping him away. Small hits, small hits, small hits. And then big one, yep. So
Like, look at that. That risk reward is so crazy for down forward 1-1 for Jack now.
Yeah.
It's like, if I delay it a second and throw it out, I might get a counter launcher. Otherwise, it's only -10. Like, how many people have a counter launcher that's only -10? That seems pretty good. But there you see the whole bracket. Yes.
Yep.
Tell them about it,
Shout outs to
Ryan.
everyone. Man, shout outs to these top 8 guys. Everyone definitely represented really well. It's a shame we didn't get all the matches on stream that we wanted to, but you know, we brought you as much action as we could. Moiko Sanagi, Divine Exorcist, Undefeatable King, Lo-Fi King, ELN, Geese, Joe Star, Joe Crush, and Zen Alpaca. Big shout outs to these fine players for being a part of this. It wouldn't have been the same without them, of course. And the man of the hour, Joe Crush, takes it 3-2 over Divine Exorcist. And then you've got Lo-Fi King, who's going to settle for 3rd place, and then Geese Joe Star in 4th place. So yeah, big shout out to the top 4 and to the top 8. Congratulations.
Most definitely, man. Again, shout out to Joe Crush for winning this one. But if you guys want more action on this PlayStation channel, check out some Apex Legends. August 26th, September 10th, and September 24th. We got wildcard qualifiers number 1, 2, and 3. If you guys are interested in that, you can check it out, compete.playstation.com. And as I said, if you guys are watching this right now, click the subscribe, click the follow button, whatever you got, so you can watch these when they happen.
Man, that was an epic top 8 invitational. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been super epic having you on. I mean, man, it wouldn't be the same without you guys tuning in. You know, what the production are doing here, what we're doing here is to put on a show for you guys. So thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for tuning in. We love having you on board. If you guys want to keep the conversation going, talk about the action you saw here today, jump on social media. Don't forget to use the hashtag PS Fight Nights, and just keep the conversation going. Talk about it. What was the most impressive combo you saw? What was the sickest comeback? You know, get that dialogue going on social media. I mean, I'm gonna read it. I'll be tweeting as well. So yeah, really, thanks once more for you guys spending your time with us, and it's been a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you once more. I've been Ryan Hart. This is Rip. Take care, guys, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
テーション